Keep Fear Games.
Give it like a couple more.
Keep a child soldier.
Look, did Metal Gear teach you nothing?
You make us sound like the worst people. We're great.
Are we?
Yes.
I mean, he's a child soldier regardless.
Like, give it a
He
couple-
was already in the army.
We found him that way.
At least before you didn't drink, but now he's an alcoholic.
Give it a couple
Maybe
more
that
sessions.
helps.
If he's old enough to serve, he's old enough to drink.
Maybe that helps him cope with joining the Navy at age 16.
Yeah.
Couple more
You know
sessions.
what? 16
Now,
isn't that
now he's got a
young.
canon
It's not
age.
like he's working
It's
in a
canon.
sweatshop
Chuck
at age
16.
6.
Well,
Thank you.
You know,
sweatshop, the army, you know.
Don't drink at 16, kids.
unless you're
Oh, no,
in the
Unless
UK.
you're in
We said it
Germany,
was
then you're
14,
fine.
didn't we?
Yeah.
He's 14.
We
Or
split
Boom.
the- we
No,
split the difference.
16. We're
Retconning it. He's back to 14.
Oh,
Canon
wow.
age.
14. He
Well,
was
because
14
last time you guys
originally.
couldn't remember if he was 12 or 16, so...
I say
14, yeah.
16. That
No,
makes
I say
more sense
14.
drinking wise.
I'm not in either camp. I just
He
spread the
came with us
facts.
so he could drink. If he could have drank before, he would
You're
have
the
stayed
bringer
where
of
he was.
knowledge.
Well, he also...
Somebody's gotta set the record
came
straight.
Because you promised that he would get to meet a
Everyone else is too
mermaid.
drunk.
That's true. He'd have a story
Oh,
to
we're
Yeah,
promising
and I would
things
take
that
care
we
of
can
the issue with like
keep a child.
him going off. It's like, oh, I don't know about going off. It's like, I'm an officer. I can.
This dice is terrible.
We promised
It,
to
it
give
just
him
keeps
a
rolling
lady
one
friend.
so it can show this dumb emblem that it has for the free RPG day. But it just keeps being a 1, like literally every roll. Oh, so much for limited
Now that
edition.
people are looking, it's
I
not
know, it's
doing it.
terrible, but it's done it like 5 times in a row. It's so
He
bad.
lied to us.
Yeah, I think
Well,
you're
that's
full
what
of
you
it.
get when a free limited
Yeah.
edition dies.
But it looks cool.
We promised this for 14-year-olds a lady
Nice,
friend.
better get mine out.
Guys, I want
Unless
I'm gonna DM like I used to back in the old AD&D days.
Reese's peanut butter
There's a
cups
one.
and
Yes,
Kit
they're
Kat
all
bars,
sorts.
and
I would just make up whatever I wanted to have.
There's another one.
and a blueberry muffin.
I mean,
Oh, hey,
You died.
Alrighty, hey guys.
Oh,
Thank you for coming.
yes.
Yeah, we haven't even started yet.
Send
Good.
candy. I'm in need.
We need that air supply of Reese's and Kit Kat yesterday, please.
Yeah,
Brandy watching from home.
Role player
Oh,
down.
great, Jamie Dorsey.
That'll be the next step. Watch the stream play from home.
I've been toying with some ideas of how we could get the stream more interactive.
They doubled.
Yeah, is the chat not on for this? Because
It's on
It's
the
on.
right side. Just right at
okay.
Anybody
Somebody
can
say
talk
hello.
if they want to.
We can have a lot more polls.
I would like to see interaction from the fans so I can believe it.
No.
Where's
Granted, I
everybody
can't read
from?
anything on there. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Where are we from?
That's my bribe to keep you players alive.
Yeah.
Because it's really bad when you kill players. It's not as bad when you kill characters, but it's really bad when you kill players.
Ah,
Fair enough.
all depends on
Tonight we
where
play
you are.
hardcore D&D. Your character dies, you also die.
Man, there was a movie like that, but it was an escape room. It was really good. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Is that the one with Deborah Ann Wall? The
I
redhead?
You just said names, and that did not register.
I heard it was mediocre at best.
She was the redhead that was in the Daredevil show.
Oh yeah, Karen Page. Yeah,
Yeah.
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah Ann Wall.
Yeah, the last name. That part didn't catch it at all. Yeah, she was in it. She was great.
You know she's like a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep, she's a total friggin' nerd, and
She
she's
has her,
amazing.
her own show. Have you seen that Relics and Rarities?
I haven't
Pretty good.
seen. I've seen clips from it, and I've seen interviews
They
with her.
had Vin Diesel play D&D.
No,
That
her
was freaking
fiance is a fan of Greg Hildebrandt's art, and he collects from Greg a little bit. And they like went to a party at like it was like a Marvel party, and just happened to like meet the two of them and not realize who she was at the time, even though they'd been watching Daredevil. And then like later they left, and they were like, "Oh, that's whoa!" And then like it finally clicked. So they just spent the whole night like talking and getting to know each other. And then it was like, "Yeah, Gene, you met like a really famous celebrity." And Greg was like, "Yeah, whatever, I don't care." And I was like, "Of course you don't care. You're Greg. You're oblivious to everything, and it makes you adorable."
So Daredevil is blind, right?
Yeah.
Her husband in real life is Jolene.
He's, yeah, that's
Her boyfriend, or
his I think it was like his vision coach was actually coaching Charlie Cox in his role, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So, yeah, she's like the perfect person for that part, I'd say.
So I don't know if our settings are just don't show people's comments or if people just don't comment.
It's most
I think
likely it's
people
just
are too
nobody's
shy.
commented yet.
I'm shy and stuff.
Most people
Just
are,
give
I
them a
mean, I
say
don't know, most of the
something.
It
streams I
takes
watch,
time.
like, people...
Because we ain't on the lag, I'm pretty sure. So.
Well,
But-
you're on. You're logged in, right?
I can be. Yeah, guys, I'm going to join this party.
You should have a conversation with yourself.
Twitch it up.
Because I've actually been toying around with some ideas of what we can do with the stream as far as like getting people to
Choose your own adventure.
and, give ideas or feedback that then I'll then work into the story.
I can,
Some streams
you know how they
actually
do,
have
like,
automatic
the...
polls.
Yeah.
Do you know how they have like the custom emotes and stuff on Twitch? Like I could make those for our party too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we have to set goals. Hear that, people? We're gonna set goals.
Perhaps. Indeed.
We're going up in life.
Yeah.
Crickets. Nothing.
Everyone's just silently judging us. The whole council is descended upon us,
The
deciding.
All right, so back to D&D. We left off with you guys at the mine. So after taking your long rest, you exit the mine. Your eyes are practically blinded by the sunlight since you've been underground for the last like 9 hours, and it takes you a while to adjust. And as your eyes are adjusting, you hear the sound of horses and wagon wheels, and a caravan of wagons are trotting by. As the caravan trots by, there's a handful of dwarven miners who come along and say, "Well then, did you fix our mine? Did you get rid of the vicious whatever it was that was eating everybody?"
Yes. Of course we did.
More or less.
That might have been.
We took care of it. Bye.
Our chat works. I just tested it.
All right.
Of course we cleared it out.
Give it up for our latest follower.
Yeah. Thank
We're
you.
breaking the immersion.
Love it.
No, it's okay.
Sorry. Yeah, no, back to the world that we were in. The horses. I heard horses. What happened?
The real world doesn't
There's a
exist
caravan that showed up.
There's caravan?
They want to know if we cleared out the mine.
Well, the dwarves want to know if you
The dwarves. Yes, we did clear out the mine.
Mostly. There's still some bodies down there, but
You had ghouls.
they're dead ones. Dead bodies.
dead bodies.
Yeah.
You said ghouls? There were ghouls down there?
Unfortunately.
Dead ones now. Extra dead.
How did we get ghouls in the mine?
Most likely from people going down there and
You have a
not coming
crevice.
back out.
You have a crevice straight to the Underdark for one.
Well, I mean, don't all crevices lead to the Underdark?
Giant
I'm not a
spiders.
dwarf, I
Giant
don't know.
spiders too. Yeah. Those.
I hear they come from cannibalism, so I'd say there was a little bit of that going on down
The
there.
giant spiders come from cannibalism?
No, the ghouls.
No, the ghouls come from cannibalism. So, but they weren't dwarven ghouls.
Oh no. There was a big cave in sometime past. Must have been from then.
No, the skeletons were the dwarves.
There were dwarven skeletons.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
I didn't see anything like that.
Many.
Maybe they did.
Many dwarven skeletons.
Yeah, there was a few dwarven skeletons.
And
Nothing we
screaming
couldn't.
mushrooms.
There was a flying dwarven skeleton.
Oh yeah, we could have warned
That
you
was
about
my
the
fault.
screaming mushrooms.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you
Kind of
didn't.
hurt
So
my
thanks.
ears.
Hey, you could have gotten extra danger pay for that.
Well, we appreciate your hard work. I hope the office will reward you.
That'd be nice.
That would be
Speaking of, we should get that reward before we do anything else.
Go to get paid. Let's go. Paid.
I'm not here for
Can you give us a ride back?
I
As
said,
am I,
well, we're here to work.
You do.
We have to go back on our own. What do you know about this caravan?
They're just a bunch of humans passing by.
Oh, I learned this. Dwarves don't care about humans. They do not care. We're gonna have to talk to the humans ourselves.
It's not that we don't care about
You don't care. It's okay.
Okay, we don't care. Going to work now. Thanks for killing the ghouls.
Yeah, hope there's not another one down there that eats you. Wait, no, I wouldn't say that. I did though. I'm tired. I killed a lot of stuff recently. Okay.
Dang.
As they went to the mine, you hear one of the dwarves say to the other, he was joking about there being another one down there, right?
I'll yell down, don't go jumping in the chasm. No good can come from it.
Unless there is
Many ways.
That we know of anyway.
many spiders.
So the miners all go into the mine, content to go back to work and dig for gold. So the caravan continues to pass by. There's about the fourth wagon now is going by.
I'll just
Did
ask.
did we go see the guy and get paid?
We gotta go
Did
all the
that
way back
last
to
week?
town for that.
Oh, that's in town?
Wait, when we got to the
Yeah,
entrance
when
to
we
the
got
mine,
the entrance to the mine.
we had
That's where
spoken
we met the
to.
office people.
No.
Yeah.
When we got to the entrance of
The
mine.
entrance is back in town. We took a wagon to get to the mine.
Oh, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We traveled for like half a day to get here
I
in
must have been
an
asleep.
undiscernible direction.
I must have been asleep.
Yes, that's right. Okay,
Nah, you
just
were
kidding.
awake.
Some
True,
kind of
right?
direction magic going on here.
My compass
Don't
was
know.
spinning.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
was spinning.
Okay,
Right.
so
We
yeah,
flagged down the caravan.
let's just keep earning that money.
You're human, right?
I'm a
half
human.
elf.
Huh. Human half elf.
Close
Hey,
enough.
you fellow
yeah, I
humans.
can pass for human. Let's do this.
I'm already
I'm gonna
human.
practice my social skills.
We're doomed.
Well, I want to make new friends. What better way to do it?
We're definitely walking back.
I'm a human.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the caravan and look for the first face that makes eye contact.
Well, there's several faces that make eye contact because there's the last wagon has a group of
Hydra.
They look kind of like mercenaries, maybe guards.
Okay.
They could be low rent adventurers. They actually look more like bandits, but since they're in a wagon, you figure they're probably, actually employed by someone.
Okay, but they don't look as cool as we do, right? Like,
Yeah, they look kind of rough and scruffy. They got like dusty leather armor and short swords.
cool.
No,
So-
nobody with a big hat or blue skin.
Right? I mean, like, I just think we're so much more interesting. And
Or a
we have,
horn
we have
sticking
a
out the
horn.
side of their head.
Yeah. All right, cool. Just making sure,
Or a
two,
dragon.
two big hats. Let it be known, I'm wearing both of them.
You're wearing-
Two big hats.
You're very fashionable. Okay, so
By
I
the
walk
end of
up
this
and I
adventure,
say,
you're gonna have a
"Hail, fellow travelers!"
It'll look like a top hat, but it's really just a bunch of hats stacked on top of each other.
Yes.
One of the guys in the wagon says, "Hi, who are
And
you?"
I turn back and I look at you and I'm like, "What do I say?" Oh, well, we would like to know if there's room for us to hitch a ride with you.
Should probably ask where they're going first.
Right, where are you traveling to?
We're headed to the Dreadwood.
I look at you guys like,
Sounds friendly. Let's go.
yeah, that sounds, well, can you tell me more about that? I think we're headed that way too.
A group of the king's soldiers are down there trying to deal with, whatever lives in there. We're just escorting this wagon train to bring the supplies.
Well, we happen to specialize in killing random things, especially undead things, so we could probably lend a hand if there's anything less than pleasant down there.
Maybe you should catch up to the front wagon. That's the lead merchant who's bringing all these supplies to the king's guard.
Okay. Alright. How fast are they moving? Can I like just walk and catch up?
You probably have to jog, but yeah, you
Okay.
can catch up.
I excitedly sprint.
All right.
Yes. I run right in front and I'm like, hello!
The guy driving the wagon pulls on the reins, and there's a gray-haired woman who pops her head up from the wagon and says, "Why are you stopping my train?"
Well, I heard that you're headed to meet up with the King's Guard and that you might need some assistance in dealing with the problem. And I can tell you, my friends and I, we were just in the mines and we dealt with one heck of a problem. I think we can help you.
Well, the fort is paying per head of any foul creature that you bring back from the Dreadwood.
Do you know what kind of foul creatures they are?
Oh, I don't know. I just bring supplies. I don't go in there. That would be crazy.
It probably would, wouldn't it? We're gonna do it. Do you think you could give us a ride?
Sure. There's room in the second wagon back. Just
Okay.
Don't drink any of the ale. That's for the soldiers.
What if one of our guys is a soldier?
He's a part of
If you're gonna ride in my wagons, you can't be stealing my stuff.
That's a good point. We shouldn't do that. Okay, I understand. Nobody will steal your stuff when we're riding with you. Nobody in my party will steal your stuff. I can't speak for anybody else.
Speak for anybody else, like who?
Well, we saw some guys in one of the other wagons that you had. They seemed nice. They told me to come up here and talk to you.
Yeah, they're supposed to be keeping people from stealing the stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, they were super helpful. So, yeah, we won't steal from you. You can trust us.
Now she's getting suspicious. She says, maybe I'll ride with you. You can tell me about yourselves.
That would be fantastic.
So she hops down from the wagon and kind of, for an older woman, she kind of walks very elegantly.
Yeah.
You think she might be of some sort of noble descent, maybe.
Oh,
You know, noble for salt marsh, that is.
okay. Fair enough.
But she climbs up in the second wagon. It's half full with barrels that are laid on their side and stacked. And there's no cover on this wagon,
Okay.
so hopefully it doesn't rain.
So as we're walking, I say,
Might be a
I'm
problem
Sal.
for
What's
some.
your name?
She says, I'm Tilda.
Tilda. That's a very lovely name.
Well, thank you. These are my wagons.
Well, I gesture to our party. These are my friends. I never had friends before, but I do now.
Interesting. So you just found this group of people. Now she's getting really nervous.
We didn't find well, I guess we found each other because it was destiny.
Yeah.
But we have traveled together, we have fought and slain beasts together. And
Scary.
it was. It actually was. I might have. It was. I will tell you, there were a lot of spiders, but everybody survived, and it was great. And we're good people.
Except for when we were pirates.
Except for when what?
We were pirates. That one time.
Yeah, we saved a boat from shark people.
Say we liberated it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Liberated the whole boat.
We've had some deeds. We've done some great things, and I think that we're ready for the next great adventure.
Show her your drawings.
It's very private. Sal doesn't know her that well yet. That's like it's like showing my drawings. Like,
Gotta have at least a level 6 relationship.
She says,
right?
"Well,
Yeah.
it is quite a long ride out to the Dreadwood. You know, maybe you could show me your drawings a little later, like over lunch or something."
Oh.
Dang.
Well, okay.
My man out here
That would
hustling.
be. Never had a lady ask me to lunch before. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds very nice. I'll show you my drawings
Hustle never ends.
over lunch. I hop in the wagon. I'm ready to go.
Look at Sal, making friends and flirting. Friends.
I have a feeling she's a
Truly
little
such
old for
growth.
me, and I just don't care.
Age is relative.
Yeah, he's like, age equals experience. Something I'm lacking in.
Well, you're an elf. You could be 200.
Characters just
We don't know.
He is still very inexperienced.
There's nothing wrong with the events going on.
Nothing at all. This is why Sal should never be in charge.
Not in front of the children. But
Fine.
we are on the wagons.
We
which is
are.
what you're supposed to do.
I did do that. Yep. And now I'm gonna cry silently in the corner while we ride because that was all of my social capability.
All you could take, huh?
Yeah.
Sal expended all of his.
Yeah. All my charisma points have been. That's the thing. He's so charismatic because he never talks to people, but when he does, it has impact. That's Sal.
Me and Chuck hop in the truck, and I calmly tell Chuck that he should not drink anything. He just tries to reach you something.
Chuck kind of nods and groans a little bit.
Not a child.
You get the sense that he's probably a little hungover from drinking all the dwarven ale, but he's trying not to show it because he doesn't want to, He wants you guys to still think he's a man.
Man up, Chuck. You're starting to look a little blue. Kind of like this.
He goes, oh, I think I just get a little motion sickness on the wagons.
Uh-oh. What is she? How does she react
Over
to
the side
our
if you
party?
need to.
What's that?
How does she react? What is her name again? I'm sorry.
Tilda.
How does Tilda react to our party? Like seeing it? Has she seen this a little bit of all of this stuff?
She does seem a little taken aback by the elf with the one horn.
Here to entertain.
Having grown up in Saltmarsh, she's familiar with merfolk and tritons, so
Okay.
you know, she doesn't seem to think twice about you. She's kind of curious about the Dragonborn. She keeps kind of looking at him.
Okay. So she's just taking it all in stride.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of ask her, is she a more traditional type of person?
She says, "Oh, what are you doing? I don't get involved in politics if that's where you're going."
I understand.
Well,
She says, I'm more than happy to sell my supplies to both the King's Guard and the locals.
I understand.
what about the loyalists and the traditionalists?
I just asked that.
No, but I'm asking, like, do you sell to them? Not political views.
I mean, she just answered that too. She sells to the King's Guard and the locals.
But the King's Guard is not the loyalists.
Yes,
It's not. It's technically they're the King's Guard. Are they affiliated with that though? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Well, the
there's-
loyalists are loyal to the king.
Right.
Right. The King's Guard actually work for the king and from around here.
But,
Right.
Okay, but you
So,
see
yeah,
my point?
right,
Like,
so
I'm
loyalists
looking
are
at this like
different.
political factions
Right.
versus just like employ.
Right.
There's a difference. That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Is it,
Like, in our world, for example, you could serve in the army and be a Republican or a Democrat.
right.
Right.
That's kind of where but it doesn't. It's not like that in this
No,
situation.
no,
or-
you're
But
right.
wouldn't the King's Guard be loyal to the king?
So,
They may be loyal because that's their job, but it doesn't necessarily like they may still be like, well, I kind of feel like there should be this freedom, but like this is my duty, you know? Like that's what I'm asking.
yeah, I got it.
Some people got a little judgy over there. I'm sorry.
Well, he is a noble.
I don't know.
What the heck?
That's their job to
Judge up and cry.
to cry, be offended, and judge others. So she says, well, I mean, I'll sell to anyone that has coin. It's perfectly fine by me. I don't seem to mind either way.
Fair merchant for all. I understand.
Not sure about that Brotherhood group though. I don't know what they're all about.
Brotherhood?
Not familiar with that.
Perhaps.
The Scarlet Brotherhood. You haven't heard of this thing?
I look at everybody else and I'm like, guys,
Oh, you haven't heard about them? Oh,
I
yeah.
know nothing about that.
Everybody's heard about them.
Sounds like some kind of militant organization, but not
who's
one
the
I'm
Scarlet
familiar with.
Brotherhood?
She says, the Brotherhood are a group of nobles who, well, they claim they're nobles, and they believe that they are the rightful heirs to Saltmarsh.
Perhaps.
Great, making more problems.
Oh, do they?
Things aren't difficult politically as it is.
She says, and there's rumors that they are responsible for the occasional disappearance of certain folk.
You are. You got the one person who you really hate, and I'm not affiliated with any group at all.
Are you saying that out loud?
I'm whispering.
Oh.
What do you
okay.
mean by certain folk?
I'm just looking at you like, oh, I don't know what to do with you right now.
Specific people.
Usually distracted when you would performance.
I'm gonna do a little performance.
She says, like the folk that had gone missing from time to time. You know how that happens in rougher parts of the world. Well, really any part of the world, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes, the more we take.
People go missing for lots of reasons.
So I'm gonna just sort of play some music over here.
You know, a little awkward.
Yeah.
So the bard plays a few tunes and the wagon rolls on, and before long it starts to get
Nobody
hot
asked you to
with the
roll
heat of the
anything.
day, and she gives the order to pull the wagons over and disembark to have lunch in the shade. There's some trees nearby. You guys all sit, and she provides lunch for everyone.
Get your chance now. You gotta show your drawings.
I'm gonna wait. I have a plan.
Gotta wait till the forest a little more secluded.
Right.
After lunch, you guys get back in the wagons and get further down the road, and eventually, about sunset, you can see a town in the distance that sits on the edge of the forest. And Tilda points out to you, that's what's left of a little town. It got consumed by the darkness of the forest. It's really quite frightening.
That sounds pretty frightening.
The King's Guard moved in there and, tried to set up a camp. And their plan is to try to push back the dark forces of the forest.
So this is the Dreadwood then.
Right.
So we're on the edge of the Dreadwood.
The forest at night, what could go wrong?
If I was one level higher, this would be a lot better.
Yeah.
So I pull out my sketchbook and I start doodling this town. What is it like? Is it kind of decrepit now, or is it just like a very recent thing that the darkness moved in? Like, how long has it been this way?
Well, from what I've been told, it happened several years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this has been an ongoing battle.
Yes, the King's Guard has reinforced the local fort and is helping the local fort hunt monsters and clear out the forest with hopes that maybe someday we could revitalize this area. It would be great for trade.
Did they suspect there could be any one thing that is causing all of this? Or, well, obviously, is there something causing the darkness? Like a sorcerer or something else, smartass?
Bro, what the?
I agree.
Character.
Sounds getting his eye.
She says, well, I don't rightly know. I mean, I suppose you could ask the King's Guard about that.
Okay. I
You know
will.
who we should talk to there? Is there anybody in
I
particular?
feel like our characters are gonna have a rivalry,
She says, the
Rap battle. Go.
right?
Sorry.
the captain of the King's Guard is named Sir Mannion.
That sounds familiar.
On the hunt for Sir Mannion.
I want to look around from the cart. Do I see any darkness hanging around anywhere?
Just blobs
Any darkness?
No blobs of darkness.
Oh. Well, this place seems safe enough.
One nice darkness.
Thank you for the ride, Tilda.
About that time, as you near the edge of town, you hear the buzz of flies, and you can see two fallen bodies laying in the road.
That can't be good.
What kind of bodies?
Well, you can't see them from here, but they sure look dead, as best you can tell from here.
This seems like an ambush.
We better get out here.
Well,
I
there's
lean
no
over
strength
to
in
Tilda
numbers?
And I'm like, is this something you see very often?
We could go hide in the
What's
bushes
that?
and let them go ahead.
Dead bodies.
It looks like dead bodies.
Oh no, that's terrible. Let's. She shouts out, "Stop the horses! Hold the caravan!"
Okay, Tilda, and I put my hand on hers. You stay here. We'll protect you.
Oh, thank you so much. She blushes.
And I leave my sketchbook next to her, and I'm like, just in case, I want you to have something to remember me about.
Remember when he could barely talk?
He's stepping out of his shell
Our
tonight.
boy's becoming a man.
It's like the Titanic scene.
Right? This is the first lady to ever show interest in him. He has no idea what to do with himself. He's gonna go all out on this.
He's doing pretty well so far.
And he has definitely drawn like some very nice pictures of her in the sketchbook on this ride.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Just like
You
one of
can
those
leave that. You
romances.
can interpret that however you like.
Thank you, friends, but thanks for the following.
So I guess the best thing we can do now is investigate. Yeah, cool.
Yes.
I'm squishy. You guys get to it.
I hop down and go over to the bodies.
Alright, the rather rough-looking crowd of mercenaries that were in the last wagon, they hop out and kind of set up a perimeter around the wagons, and then they're all looking at you like, waiting as if you're supposed to go
I
up
guess
there.
we'll go do it since you're not interested, huh?
One of them says, we don't get paid enough for this.
Of course not.
Where's your
We're
sense
not
of
even
We
adventure?
don't get
paid.
paid at all.
You guys are getting paid.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Check out the bodies.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on the woods. The trees are beside us.
Let me see if I can't do some kind of investigation on the corpses, see what's the problem.
Alright, so you're going to check one of the bodies. So, medicine check or survival check.
Oh, I'll do medicine.
Alright, you're going to check one of the bodies.
I'm gonna check out the woods. Make
Check
sure there's
out the
nothing
woods.
hiding in the trees.
Alright.
They're
Are they
checking the
speaking
bodies.
to you?
That's right, you're the cleric.
That is going to be a 17 on the medicine.
Alright, well, you both roll over these, what are clearly Kingsguard. Once you get close enough to them, they have the King's armor and the kind of red tabard over their armor with the symbol of Kioland. And they look like, based on your checks, they look like they've been dead for probably 5 or 6 days. They're definitely not a pleasant smell. Clearly some, probably bloodhawks or vultures or something have come by and, picked some of their flesh away, and the flies have settled in, and
I don't think Tilda's getting paid.
The rigor mortis sets in.
I don't think I'm
I hope they send more than 2 people to this forest.
with your medicine checks, both of these guys have been stabbed. They're, the cause of death looks like they were both punctured underneath their breastplate, as if like some short assailant had stabbed up under their armor from below.
So most likely not something supernatural.
Oh,
Could be.
It's halfling ninjas.
could be halflings, could be goblins.
It's halfling
It's
ninjas.
goblins.
Little dwarf fellas
I
with
believe
swords
it.
running around.
Straight at me. Could be happening.
Could be halfling pirates.
Tim, does this look like your people? You wouldn't kill somebody
What
like
do you
this?
mean your people?
Your
Your people,
kind.
exactly.
It's a very
Watch what you
racy,
say.
racy encounter tonight.
I am bigger than you.
Ignore that for a second.
Listen,
Nah,
I'm blue. People make fun of me all the time.
I have a single horn on my head.
I don't know anyone that's been around these parts for months.
No, I understand that. Is this how you would kill somebody in your other life?
Oh, maybe.
Metaphorical.
So
No, I'm more
I guess like hearing you guys talk about it, I relay the information to the other guys that don't get paid enough, and I'm like, hey, so this is what evidence we've found. Sound like anything you've heard of in these parts?
Well, Tilda speaks up and says, "We're supposed to be delivering these supplies to over a dozen's King's Guard that are supposed to be holding this city."
Are we in
It's
the
not
city
How
really
far
regulated.
out of the city are we?
Not city,
Town.
town.
Yeah,
How
village.
far out of the town are we?
Huh? You're probably only maybe like 100 yards outside of town.
If these have been here for 6 days, I have a feeling everybody else is dead too.
Yeah,
Still save them.
dead or near dead.
That means we can go drink the beer. Chuck, crack open the keg.
Tilda, so these supplies are for us.
No.
Wait, no.
She says, "If you're paying."
I don't think you're getting paid from these guys.
We're not sure about that. Let's take a look.
Let's go in quickly. We could still save someone.
Do we
think
have
the
a
dead people are
ranger
paying her?
who'd like to scout ahead?
No rangers allowed.
Like anybody?
Well, the ranger was checking
out the
tree
trees.
line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See any short people hiding in the bushes?
Any darkness?
What was your perception check?
21.
21? You actually, as you approach the tree line, you see a couple of very large flying creatures,
Goblins.
probably the size of a human. At first, you think it's like a very large bird, but as they're as the way they flap and kind of like bob up and down as they fly, you realize they're bats. They're just extremely large bats, and they fly further, like they fly up above the trees and then further into the forest or above the forest, away from you.
Nothing good can come from that. I'm gonna turn around. There seems to be a bat problem in these woods.
I'm gonna ready a
That's
fireball.
nothing we should do.
I say we burn down
Oh,
the
it's,
whole
it's
forest.
flying away, Chuck.
Just start over.
Start over.
Chuck wants to shoot it.
Who admits this type of forest,
Do
honestly?
you mean bats like bats or bats?
Big old bats.
We're bat people.
They aren't people.
We don't. I didn't get that good a look at them. I'm not an expert.
Would you say there's a Batman?
I wouldn't know.
No, wait.
I didn't look
Oh,
that
yeah,
close
assuming
at them.
gender.
I don't know their gender.
I hope they're not kangaroos. I hate kangaroos.
They're kind of bad. I didn't hear them talk. It could be that, you know.
Could be a possibility.
We start a small forest fire.
I guess we should head into town and see if anybody's here. Tilda, are you going into town or are you waiting
very
here?
fast.
I feel like I might be on board with this.
Well, I don't rightly know. I mean, I expected to feed and water the horses and get a decent night's sleep, but I don't know what to do.
Do you have any oil, like barrels, on hand?
There's some cooking oil, but
It'll do.
No,
What do you mean?
I don't like this.
you're not even catch a forest on fire with cooking oil.
Have an oil just start.
Depends. How dry is that forest?
Just start.
Alright, so what do we think, party? My guy is squishy, so
So
he would not
Tilda,
be
if
the
we
one.
go in and check it out for you to come back, you'll feed us for a couple days. Give us some ale.
yeah, if you make sure the caravan is safe, I mean, I'll definitely share the food with you.
If we don't come back,
Then
light
we're
the
agreed.
forest on fire.
You gotta eat it. That's for sure.
Tilda,
Chuck
you
wants
stay
beer, you know how he
here
is.
with all of these people to protect you.
I'm not gonna
My
be able to
friends and I
scavenge beer out of the
will
tree.
check
I don't.
things out.
I don't know if I found a tree like that before.
Alright, so we're gonna go
ale's
check out the
ready.
fort.
Chuck's like ready. He's like already walking.
Yeah.
He heard there was free beer after he's done.
So
He does
you're approaching from the road that's coming this way. So you enter at that end of the map.
We're always approaching from the farthest part of you.
Minis. Anybody miss
Oh,
Yes.
Me, the
I'm
frontline
gonna
fighter,
sneak along through the tree line,
heavy hitter.
kind of beside everybody.
All right.
heavy hitter?
Well, the tree lines would be over
Don't
here.
even know.
Oh, so that's that wide a road?
The only
Well,
time
I
my
mean,
character opens his
this
mouth
is the
now,
village.
he's just sassing
Okay.
you.
The tree line comes right up to
good
the edge of the
boy.
map here.
Okay.
Are you though?
Well, if I can't, I guess I'll walk with everybody if the tree line isn't all.
Do I see anything when I come in?
Wait a
Um,
second.
you see several burned out buildings and dilapidated, ruined buildings. It looks pretty much just like this. There's some dead trees.
This place is a dump.
They didn't fix it up very much
This
here.
is worse than that mine we were in. Keep your guard up.
Where's the fort that the Kingsguard was trying to take back and defend? Or is this
it.
town the
Yeah.
fort?
They were trying to fortify this little village.
Oh, good. That's promising. Okay.
So far, it looks like they've got like two buildings that appear functional. This one here
Okay.
and that one there. The
Well, that's
rest-
probably where they'll keep the ale.
I'm gonna say we check that first building.
One right next to us?
Yeah, because it's right there.
After we check that one, I'll cast a dancing light all the way at the other end of the map,
Okay.
just to see if anything comes out.
And
what's
once
your
we
range
get
on
to that
dancing lights?
building and we know it's safe,
120 feet.
Okay. Yep.
if that building is safe, we could always bring the caravan to that building and have them at
It's
least
a
not
little
be able to
small.
open.
You're going in first?
Of course not.
I'll go in first.
But you're all brave, and this is the new you.
I may be infatuated, but I am not. Well, no, he'd be a little stupid if he's infatuated. He's
Just
not that
think of,
stupid.
just think of the story of it.
It would be a story.
Tilda'd be pretty impressed.
It
gotta
would be a
prove myself by
story
jumping into
of
that.
how I lit a building on fire with all my friends in it just to make sure that she would survive.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because we're not in there. You can set it
Yeah,
on fire all you
not
want.
yet.
You can go check it out.
We need to have a talk about friends. What friends actually mean.
Listen, I really care about all of you. Matilda.
On the outside.
Her silver locks. Her graceful, elegant walk.
Is there a door to this building?
Probably right there, I guess.
Yeah, there is
With
a
the
little
steps?
steps
Yeah.
there that lead up to a door.
Is there any
Right,
windows to
yeah.
peek in?
Any windows, cracks in the wood they used to reinforce it? Something?
There are two what used to be windows on either side of the door, and they've been boarded up.
And that's it. There's nothing else.
Can I put my
Wait,
ear
listen?
up to the keyhole?
Yeah.
You're gonna listen.
Yes.
If a knife comes right out of the keyhole.
Right in the ear.
That's why I stopped peeking my eye through those things.
No.
You never know what's on the other side.
So
Whoops,
you
character died.
listen at the door, and you don't hear anything from inside.
I'm gonna like crack it open and look inside.
Kick down the door.
All right.
No.
As you crack it open, you hear a loud buzzing sound as if you just disturbed something.
I'm gonna close the door.
Before you close the door, several flies come pouring out of the.
I'm gonna come back to the group and say, it seems that there is a lot of flies in that house.
Now that you've stood there by the door for a second, there's also a lingering stench that came out when you opened the door.
It seems that all the Kingsmen, lots of the Kingsmen are dead in that room there.
Did you actually
How do
see
you
it,
know?
or did you
You
noble
see
it
anything?
up?
Sure.
Be my guest.
you
Go
know
on.
it up?
Let me go ahead and
I
check.
kicked down the door.
Did you taste
You gonna
it?
kick down the door?
Did
Sure,
it
why not?
offend
Right,
thine
give me a roll.
royal senses?
How did it feel?
That's a 4.
All right.
That's not gonna go right.
Well, the door is not very sturdy, so you kick it down.
Yeah.
Even when you're forward.
Does he stumble inside with the
Strong
floor?
man.
You go down with the door. No.
Must be a
Into a puddle.
kicked in the door.
I'm gonna follow
Apparently,
him.
These
he's,
fortifications are terrible.
he's more than just half a man.
He kind of just jumped into it. He didn't kick it. He just jumped right against it.
Throw him through it?
You've got chutzpah.
Barbarian-looking person, throw him at the door.
So the little halfling kicks the door open and kind of stumbles inside with your,
Yeah. Why?
your excellent roll there. Your excellent
I don't have a lot of
Over
mouths.
there, I guess.
nimbleness. And give me a dexterity saving throw.
Are you gonna slip in a puddle?
Right?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Whoops, you're covered in blood. 17.
17? All right.
It's 14 plus 5. That's
Oh,
a
19.
All right. So you stumble in the door and the floorboards crack and separate, and you expertly dance around to keep from falling through the floor as you realize just how rotted the floor is. And the reason the floor is so rotted is because it's drenched with blood. And the room is filled with 4 more of the Kingsguard bodies.
Can we light it on fire now?
So that's 6 dead we gotta find.
I cannot.
Sounds of pyro.
I cannot believe I'm a good my way.
That's how we
Not
killed all the
slipping
undead
in
things.
rocks.
I'd like to prevent these from becoming undead things.
Let me
Fire,
follow under it
good.
and see if
Yes.
I want to check with my divine sense, see if there's some undead in there.
All right.
So we don't need to get.
It's like I legit bad house versus just me.
I'm gonna keep a lookout.
They all
for
kind of like
outside,
good
but
bad
I'm gonna
houses.
ask the
These
guys
wells
that
over
are
there, those are
inside,
some good
check-
bad houses.
Wait, so who's at the door? We got the halfling.
And the dwarf.
Oh, I'm
They're
already
lizard
there.
folk.
Dragon.
Oh wait,
Let's go to the gazebo.
I forgot.
Alright, so-
I want to call out from inside. Yep, they're dead.
Do not.
I'm gonna offer to stand guard outside, keep a lookout, and I'm gonna ask that you like go in and see if we can find any documentation or anything of value.
Make sure you give them a good feel.
Chuck and I will walk to whatever this thing is.
It looks like a gazebo from above, but I feel like
It's a gazebo.
Whatever this is.
That's a gazebo.
it's fine. I'll
No
just
one can tell me it's
stand
not a
over here on the
gazebo.
corner
Check
and
it out.
try not
What
to
is
wet
it, first of
myself.
all? That's the first question.
It's an armored gazebo.
It does appear to be some sort of tall gazebo. Probably was used for an open air market because there's crates that circle the inside of the gazebo where probably the local farmers and everybody came to sell and buy goods and that sort of thing.
Is there anything up in the rafters?
The rafters look pretty rotted out.
Don't go pushing on the beams, Chuck.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Could be bad. Well, if there are crates all over, I don't have a crowbar. I just have my crossbows.
They can't
Well,
be
that's
that
it.
well made.
The crates are open top.
Oh, okay, they're all just open? Yeah, no need to open them then. Alright. Is there anything in them?
There's some. You find some rotten apples in one, and there's some onions in another that appear to have like sprouted and started growing.
Still edible.
I'll get some onions. I'll put some onions in my bag.
Well, you probably don't want to eat the old onions, but
Yeah, the growing ones.
the growing ones you could.
Chuck's looking around like a madman. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see what he's looking for.
I got you some onions.
All right, so you're investigating the house further.
Yeah.
All right, are you checking the bodies? You checking the house?
Yes.
Everything.
Everything.
All right.
Yes.
Well, which one are you checking first?
Bodies.
All right. So you check the bodies. They look. 3 of them look just like the dead ones that you found out there. They're not as badly picked at because there weren't any buzzards or bloodhawks to eat them, but they are starting to rot. And the other one appears to have some sort of, kind of fancy helmet on his head and a rather shiny sword.
Shiny.
Let me take a look at that.
What kind of sword?
No, heat.
It's a long sword that has the king's crest on the hilt.
Take it.
Pass that to me.
It is yours.
Does he have Sir Manion still in his armor?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is this Sir Manion?
There's a good chance.
Aw, poor Manion.
I want his.
I'm getting that name right, by the way. Manion.
Yes. Alright, do you hand the Dragonborn the sword like he asked?
I can't use it, so that I know of. So yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take the helmet.
You take the helmet?
I'll take the helmet.
Okay. Do you draw the sword from the sheath?
Nothing personal.
When you do, you realize that the blade is silvered.
Oh.
So it's got a silvered edge.
That's like personality.
So it looks like this guy was a monster.
Quite a fight.
Oh, quite. I'll definitely keep this in. Definitely
Hope he
keep
was
this
a
on me.
monster hunter. This is kind of what they're out here for.
Would honor his spirit to use it in battle forever.
Anything else in the cabin?
Besides, he won't need it anymore.
What's that?
Is there anything else in the cabin?
In the gazebo area?
Oh no,
He's
Oh,
over
in the
here.
cabin. Oh, you're in the cabin. Well, are you checking the rooms?
Yes.
Okay. So while he's checking the body and finds the sword, you're checking the rooms. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. That's 21.
All right. The only piece of furniture in here that looks like it's not covered in blood is a nice wooden desk. That's definitely newer than everything else around here. So when you open the drawers, you find a ledger that appears to have the financials for the payment of the guards here. And then your further investigation, you also find a little hidden compartment inside the desk.
Oh. I'm gonna take everything out of the desk and I'll pocket it all.
You don't even know what's in the hidden compartment. Could have been a bomb.
Pocketing my.
You find a small bag of gold coins,
Gold. Okay.
and you find 2 healing potions.
I understand. I'll share the gold. You know, I'm a good guy.
So,
Oh, how much gold did you
Yeah.
find?
It would have been hilarious if it was a bomb. What? The unicorn blew up.
That's not mine. I think I got that from Saturday. Let's see. There's 22 gold in the bag.
Well, we should get 3 then.
Yeah.
You get
I get 5 or so.
It's like a pencil gun.
so while I'm standing outside the corner of the cabin, should I make a perception check? I just want to see if there's anything else going on. If I notice anything while they're snooping around, making noise.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Like, what's right
Guys,
here?
it's gonna be
That's not what you want to hear.
Yeah, that's okay. He's good. That's a 6.
A 6.
Oh.
Sal is lost in daydreams of his new love.
I am. I'm looking at all these dead trees and they look so alive.
Looks so much like her.
Chuck turns around and notices this blown out wall here.
They're
So
practically
he's like, we should go check that out. So he goes to check.
Chuck, haven't you learned anything? Don't go off by yourself.
I hear you shout that and I'm gonna start walking your way. Because there's no danger over here. Thanks.
Definitely not that you can see.
Nope.
Ah, I'm gonna walk over there then.
You're checking out the secret compartment.
Die.
So does Chuck see anything when he walks in?
Oh no.
Peek through the doorway there.
He peeks through the door, and you realize that the burn marks in this building look like they're recent. That maybe the damage to this building happened within the last few days. It doesn't look as old and worn as the rest of the buildings. In fact, there's still a pretty heavy scent of smoke in here. And there's 3 more of the knights or the guards' bodies in here.
So does the burning look more recent than the dead bodies that we've been finding?
The bodies in here look burnt as well.
Okay. But were the ones on the path, weren't they like 5 or 6 days, or are they all the same pretty much?
I mean, you can make a medicine check, but it's probably safe to assume that it was all the same time.
Do we see evidence of anything else? Any marks or any indication?
Any goblin tracks?
You look for tracks?
Yeah.
Sure. Any indication of what was there? Any marks?
I'm
of
the
any
ranger.
kind?
I'll look for
Tristan checks the bodies.
a second into survival and nature perception.
Yes, survival.
Tristan gets a whole 9.
17.
Alright, so as near as Tristan can tell, that these bodies are probably have been here the same number of days as everything else. 17?
Yep.
Alright, you definitely find some fresh tracks that are in the ash of the burned out building, and they lead towards that crevice in the ground.
Chuck searches the house. He is evidently a much better searcher.
Ah,
He got a natural 20.
Boom. Chuck's going inside.
Chuck finds the deed for the house.
Yeah.
well, when Chuck searches, he actually spots something in the rafters.
There's something in here.
Child.
Oh no!
He says that out loud?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Chuck, be careful!
there's a shadowy figure in the rafters that hops down off of the roof and takes off running into this building when it sees you.
A goblin.
Does Chuck
I'm gonna
know what
ready
it is? Has he
fireball.
ever seen one before? Has Chuck ever seen one before? In his full 14 years of experience?
Do we happen to hear that?
Well, it was a dark figure. You can't really tell what it was.
Did it look like a shadow? Darkness, perhaps?
It was a blob of
Oh
darkness.
no!
It looked like a relatively small creature, like halfling size, but wearing some sort
Stop
of
looking at me.
One of those folk.
some sort of black cloak or something that kind of.
God,
Those people.
Well, one of those smaller folk.
I'm gonna cast a just light on the 4 corners of this house. Just sort of slowly move them inside.
Oh, your dancing lights?
Yes.
I think we're gonna go over there because we hear that.
Okay, so move your miniatures wherever you guys
Does
go.
Chuck find anything else in the house?
I think it's just over
right here.
Right here, okay.
Right here. You gotta hustle.
Right here is fine.
You gotta hustle.
I'm gonna
I'm
stand
gonna
right
have
in
one
the
of those in the
corner.
house too.
Your miniature is back heavy. It keeps falling over every time I try to place it.
Okay, so as the 3 of you get close to this building, the a wave of darkness just washes over you and swallows up all 3 of you. Actually, all 4 of you.
Did the lights do nothing?
Do they go away somewhere, or are they still there?
Your lights were here, right, and here and here.
Yeah.
So your lights are just swallowed up by the darkness.
Magical darkness. So
Yeah.
So can we see through this house, or is this?
Just like one of those video games I
yeah.
play.
This, yeah, you can see through the holes in the wall, so you see this magical darkness just envelop your friends.
Holy crap!
Sure, I'm glad we're not over there.
Everybody roll initiative.
Here, I thought I was keeping my distance.
Oh boy.
Did Chuck find anything else in that house besides the little folk, little guy?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't think I got the best.
Oh my god.
I wonder what is my dexterity?
Tristan got a 5. Chuck. a 12.
Alright, did anyone beat a 23?
No.
No? Surprisingly, no.
Not today.
Monsters get surprised.
Well, we're not. We knew they were there. That doesn't mean they get surprised.
It's not a surprise, but you can't see them. So they have advantage to hit you. Oh!
Man.
Double nat 20s?
That's double nat 20s.
Oh man.
Is that like quadruple
I
damage?
sure am glad we have our sense of sight in this house over
It's
here.
nice bargaining with you guys. I'm gonna
Chuck slowly backs up.
So that's a critical hit on the Dragonborn.
Like 2 critical.
Let's see, and a 22 hits you, right?
Yeah, precisely.
So you're hit as well. They miss the bard,
Oh yeah.
then they hit you.
They're too afraid of my nobility.
Alright, so
Too afraid of that horn on your head.
so you
Don't
two
want
each
copying
take 6
international
damage,
incident.
and you take 12 damage.
Wait, how much? You keep taking my pencil. This is
What can I do?
Forgetting it's right here.
How much do I take?
6.
6? Okay. That's a lot less than I thought it
Oh
would.
no. They take more damage? That's a,
Actually, make that 17 damage.
10, 15.
Okay. I know what I must do.
Almost got
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
you can't see.
No,
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
it's not the characters.
Go ahead.
Alright, so that was initiative 23.
Yep. 18.
18.
I have an 18 also. Your
Alright.
dex is probably higher though.
So you two have 18s. What do you guys got?
I got 21.
21. Alright. 12.
I got a 1, but it's not for 3.
12 for Chuck, 5 for Tristan.
Alright, so
21.
21, and then the 2 of you are
18,
next.
18.
And it's me.
Yep, and then you and Chuck. Alright, so what are you doing?
Wow, good question.
I mean, this whatever this creature is, it just stabs you with some sort of sharp object. So you can try to attack it because you can feel its presence right next to you. You're just going to have disadvantage to try to hit it.
You know what? That's okay. This is gonna go badly. This does not go as badly as I thought.
Wow.
Nice.
No, that is.
There you go.
Double nat 20s
So
again.
a critical right back
18
at him.
and a 20.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been.
You said disadvantage was that.
So that'd be.
Oh, that's right. It would be the critical because of 18, but you would hit.
I had the +5 anyway, so.
Yeah, definitely hit.
Yeah.
Just hit it with a short sword. Just whack it.
All right, roll your damage.
Until the big iron hit came up.
8.
8. You're not sure what it is, but you just thrust your sword into it. It definitely feels similar to a small humanoid. As you've stabbed people before as a pirate, you know what it's like to drive steel into flesh.
Do I think this is my friend?
Probably not.
Okay, good. That'd be a whole thing if it wasn't.
That'd be pretty terrible.
I'd have to start practicing my crying and everything.
All right, so now the 2 of you with 18s are up.
Yep.
You're first.
Well, I see darkness over there. I'll just kind of yell out, what's going on over there?
We're dying.
What? It's dark. You're not deaf.
It got so dark.
I can't hear you. It's
Something,
too dark.
something attacked.
Well, let me know how that goes. I don't want to shoot any of you. Let me know if you need anything.
It's not dark where you are.
Oh, it's dark where you are. That's the problem.
Oh,
And I'll, if I see any dark shadow people blobs come out, I'll shoot at them.
Alright, so you just ready your action?
Yeah.
Anything that comes out of the darkness?
Any hostile activities?
Alright, what's your passive perception?
Running maybe a launch to the shadow people.
15.
15?
Yep.
Alright, so you actually notice a cloaked figure that just kind of moved and is hiding behind that statue of some sort of goddess of some kind.
Oh, do you have cover for being back there?
He would have 3/4 cover. He's pretty well hidden back there. You just have a pretty good.
Yeah, well, I'll yell at him. I see you over there. What do you think you're doing?
He doesn't respond.
Shoot him.
That's suspicious.
Death penalty.
Would I be able to see him if I move here?
Yes.
Okay. Would he still have cover?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll move there. And
Going.
there's a shadow person over there. I can't abide shadow people hiding around near me. And then
They are like us. They need to be separate.
I'm gonna start shooting at him. 19 hit.
19 hits.
Oh, 19 and a nat 20.
Oh goodness.
All right.
Critical hits all around tonight.
We can't abide shadow people in our town. Six, 19 damage.
19 damage.
Yep.
Alright, so as if he had a ready to action, as soon as you hit him, he runs into the darkness.
Oh. Just like shadow people. There's another one coming your guys' way. Watch out for that one.
So
What?
the shadow
There's another one.
coming.
You're not deaf.
He got backup.
Sorry, it's too dark in here. I can't hear you.
So because I
turn down
can't
that
do
music,
anything
can't
unless
see a
I can
thing.
see, I panic and I start stepping backwards. So diagonal toward the gazebo.
No,
Yep.
I think you have to roll to see what direction.
So yeah, well that's what I'm waiting. Am I gonna have to disengage or was it a ranged attack?
Go ahead and give me a perception check just to see if you keep your bearings in the darkness.
That's a 7.
A 7. All right, so you think you're going towards the gazebo, but you actually, well, you're not too far off the mark.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
like one down, like one towards
no,
me.
Other way. That way. Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of find the edge of the house and stumble out of the darkness.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna hastily retreat further away toward the gazebo. Be like, guys, I don't know how to fight this.
So now they like the gazebo. Oh.
And I'm gonna ready a firebolt if I see any hostiles come out of the darkness.
All right, so you got your firebolt ready. What's the bard gonna do?
I'm gonna try and make my way out as well.
Perception check.
That is a.
Just pull up your
I
perception.
know what it is.
Stop making stuff. Okay, 13.
13. I told you. 13.
All right, you have your bearings. Which way are you
I'm
going?
gonna go that way.
Oh,
You come out of the darkness on that side. You're on the road.
Let's go. I'm gonna bring all my light orbs over to me.
Yeah.
Just have them hover around me.
Well, only 2 of your light orbs come to you.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not great.
The other 2 were dispelled by the darkness. It was a higher level spell than darn.
How could they do this?
Pretty
That's
easily.
it.
Pretty easily.
There's pretty much nothing else I can.
All right, that's all you're doing.
You're not gonna fire
What's the
blindly into the
dragonborn
dark.
gonna do?
Wait. Is Chuck go?
Not yet.
This is
Oh,
obviously
alright, sounds
not
like
regular
So
kind
it's
of
Chuck's turn.
darkness. I'm gonna see if I can't find my way out of the darkness. No, trying to light a candle probably wouldn't be a smart idea. Just because it popped this thing popped out of nowhere. So I'm gonna just try to walk out.
Okay.
Try to figure my way out.
Alright, give me a wisdom saving throw or a perception check, whichever one you want to do.
That sounds good. Alrighty. That's gonna be 9.
A 9. Alright, so you stumble around in the darkness and you think you're moving the right direction, but you just kind of
Walk in a circle.
stay in the same spot. But you appear to have provoked some sort of attack while you stumbled around in the darkness. So you get hit again, and you take... Oh, I rolled the wrong one, sorry. You take 5 damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh man, down in the darkness.
Down again.
Boy, it took out most of my health from just the first attack
Put it
alone.
down that one.
Yeah, that critical hit was nasty.
I know.
My dice don't like you.
Apparently. Gosh.
Because, I mean, you're the only one that comes close to death, really.
We can't even see
Well,
you.
I mean, you sometimes. It's the two of you. My dice don't like you guys.
This side of the table doesn't like us.
Go and attack the shadow.
So Chuck walks out of the house.
Where are you going? This way?
Well, I don't think you can walk out that side. It's solid.
I might
so-
jump out the side.
He
Little shadow folk ran out that side.
All right, sure. He jumps out that other side then. And all he sees is blackness. He doesn't know. He's afraid to hit somebody
Big
inside.
old bunch of shadow over there.
So I guess he can't do anything. So he just readies his action in case something comes towards him.
All right, so he's
Is
got
he
his,
hungover?
he's got his ready to action as well.
Yeah.
But if he not hungover, does he still have a sense about it?
He
Yeah.
has his senses.
Yeah, he hasn't had anything drinking in like
He's
4 hours.
14.
A little bit.
He ate lunch.
Yeah.
He's probably doing all right. Drank some water. All right,
Had a
what-
lot of bread.
Can if I cast a spell into darkness, it'll affect the people inside, right?
If it's an area effect, yeah.
With like guiding bolt, will it hurt who's in there? Will it hurt my players? Or I don't know, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It'll hit whatever it hits.
it'll hit what it hits. Yeah. I mean, you can.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have line of sight to really aim at anything.
Would this work?
Well, I can see the darkness, right?
Would this work?
Well, yeah, you just want to lob it into the darkness and see
Well,
what
that's
it
what I'm
hits.
saying. Yeah, if I do that, if I hit the darkness, that won't work. Yeah. Do I see anybody else, or I run over by Chuck? I guess. Do I have enough movement to go over by Chuck?
Sure.
Yeah.
25.
So hanging out there, we're waiting to see what happens. Or I don't know. Should I run into the darkness?
I would not. This is like a chasm. This is like, do I jump into the chasm? I wouldn't jump into the darkness.
But our people are in there.
Well, forget them. They're in the darkness. They're gone.
Tiny Tim is inside.
What? He's too far gone already. He might as well be a shadow person.
And I'm also assuming the Dragonborn is large enough and heavy enough with his like 7-foot-tall frame and his armor that you hear the very large thud when he hits the ground next to you.
Say so.
So you have an idea that he's probably on the ground.
Kicked in a whole door. I'm sure you can pull him out.
I'm probably gonna.
Oh, you gotta find your way out first.
Gotta save this still again.
So I guess I'm waiting. There's nothing really else to do, right?
Because you have
First
to.
round.
It says like a creature your choice for guiding bolt, so you can't.
Yeah, I
you
don't
only
have
see
a creature
darkness.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I can't target the darkness.
All right, so
I guess I could walk over and search something.
Cool.
Goblin.
a small creature. It's a little taller than the goblin.
They're all the same.
It does have. He snarls at you with jaggedy pointed teeth like a goblin, but he has his feet bend the opposite way, kind of like a tiefling or some sort of goat person.
I hope the opposite.
The tiefling goblin.
and he stabs at you.
My armor class is 12.
He hits, and you take 5 damage. And then he disappears back into the darkness.
Gosh darn short.
Darkness is not good.
Just like a shadow person to do that.
Just like a shadow.
Yes. Another one pops out of the darkness on your side,
Oh, good.
So
like right around the corner of the house, right there.
I'm real tired of
Hurls a dagger at you, which triggers your reaction.
Cool.
gosh darn shadow people with their shadow people weapons.
It hits you with its dagger and it deals 5 damage to you.
Well, that's just lovely.
Is it like an assured 5 damage each time?
The shadow people. They can do whatever they want.
Dang.
They're made out of shadows.
They're like us.
We live in the light. Our worlds can never.
Alright, that's a 20
Well,
to
they
hit.
are now.
24 to hit, so yeah, okay. And then it's 10
I'm getting real sick and tired of these gosh darn
and
shadows.
7 damage.
Alright, it doesn't like your fire damage at all, and it runs back into the darkness.
Alright.
Meanwhile, inside the darkness,
Darkness is soon going to lose its meaning as a word.
what's that?
Darkness is soon going to lose its meaning as a word. It's going to be said so many times.
You get hit again.
Dang it.
You feel something stab you from behind, and you take 7 damage.
Okay.
I'm down to 1 hit point, by the way.
Ooh,
You guys should maybe try getting out of the darkness.
Yeah, I'm
impossible.
down, so I can't say shoot.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I tried to.
How about coming and helping?
I'm not going into the darkness.
Coward!
This is the chasm all over again. I'm not going in there.
You also hear the sound of something heavy dragging across the ground.
Ah, they're going to eat you.
That sounds promising. Anyone's got a potion of need?
This is the fish folk all over again.
We
Yeah,
have 2
ask
potions on.
Nobody's got potions.
But can you see me though?
But do
No,
I know that?
You can't see them.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. You search it.
Well, he kind of pocketed
Gotta
them.
need
He
some
shoved them all
help.
in
Help
his
us.
bag. He shoved it all.
I took it.
Except for the gold.
Typical nobles.
He shared the gold, but not the potions.
I didn't think we need them so soon.
Greedy nobles.
I'm gonna cast sleep in there as soon as I can.
Back up to the.
That was my thought.
The bad
Yeah.
guys?
Well,
just
that's the
sleep?
rogues.
Are
Bad
you a
guys just went,
spellcaster?
and now it's the rogues' turn.
Sleep.
You're up.
I'm kind of thinking that, yeah.
I think first I'm going to shout, the dragon is dying!
Can't do much about that.
And then probably follow where the noise is going for.
You're gonna follow the noises.
Might as well.
Okay.
Shadow people will get you. Careful.
Make a perception or make a wisdom saving throw.
I was hoping you would say wisdom. 10.
All right. You think you're following the sound of the dragonborn. You want to try to reach around and try to find him in the darkness?
Do you stab around?
I don't like that smile, but sure.
Right. Well, you reach out and you find his body, but as you do, apparently you provoke an attack from somebody else inside the darkness.
Gosh darn.
I was hoping he'd reach around and just feel up a shadow person or something.
Doesn't look like any of that hits me.
It was a 13 plus 5 is an 18.
Never mind.
So you take another 7 damage.
And I'm down. That was all I had left.
There's nobody left. We're gonna cast sleep in there. It's gonna be a game plan.
I'm gonna start running back to Tilda if this keeps up.
You're gonna just abandon.
They're in the darkness. They're as good as dead.
They're in there with the darkness. The shadow people. You can't trust them.
All right, so
My turn.
Your
Yeah.
turn, and then you guys are up.
You got the.
How's it going in the darkness over there? What? They're gone.
Yeah.
I suggest we take some evasive maneuvers. Coward! What are you gonna run in the darkness?
gonna have to at this point if you're not gonna do it.
There's no way I'm running in there.
I'm not-
You are setting a terrible example for Chuck over there. He is an
this
impressionable young man.
At this point, you should just attack with range into the darkness, because if our guys aren't answering, then the only option
Sure, they are
about
laying
hitting
down.
the enemy.
Get over here. I'll let off my 2 bolts. We'll see what I hit.
You're just gonna fire into the darkness.
Well, that's what everybody's saying. I run off.
Aim high.
They're
Right in
small
front of
people.
you.
How am I gonna? I'll aim right
Aim
over
for
their
the
heads.
knees.
The most dangerous.
Would I roll disadvantage?
Yeah, roll with disadvantage.
21 and 16. Oh, well, not a nat 20.
We're rolling a lot of 20s tonight.
So it was a 21 and a 16.
Alright, you don't know if you hit anything
Okay.
because it's in the darkness.
Man, I'll shoot my bolts and I ran off. And that's it for me. So now it's
So your saving throw for the Dragonborn?
well, it's what issue? The
Oh.
Sorcerer?
Yes.
Sal's turn.
What you doing, Sal?
Yeah, so I'm gonna limp away. I'm gonna try to literally like go on the other side of the gazebo. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have any potions or anything.
Can I throw her?
Toss you an onion. take a bite of that.
So, no. You know what? Can you undo that? I'm not gonna limp away. Like, you know what?
You're right
I
there.
feel the life flowing from my body. So
Where were you?
I'm
There?
gonna try and just attack into the darkness. Why not?
You fire your firebolt
I
into the
got
darkness?
nothing to lose at this point. No, actually,
They
I
can be
think.
saved.
Do you want me to? Do
Yeah,
sleep
you
or-
do it, and then I'll do it, and then anybody that's left,
Okay.
they'll get got.
All right. So I'm gonna actually cast sleep. I've never casted this spell before.
Wild
so
magic.
this will be
That's
fun.
Here you go.
All right.
You need a whole lot of
So
these.
5d8. Cool. Now I know why you were like playing with this. Okay.
Yeah.
This is 3. So that's 8. Wow, that was a terrible roll. Thank God you're doing this too.
Yeah.
9 and 4. That is 13.
Damn.
What area are you covering with your sleep spell?
It says 20 feet of a point you choose. So I'm gonna aim for what I imagine was the middle of the tree, because it's a 20 feet. It's a square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tree is taller than the darkness, so there are some branches that stick up out the top of the darkness
Okay.
if you want to.
So I
you
try
have
to aim for,
to
like-
see the target.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to aim for the centralmost point of the tree,
Okay.
like what looks like it would have been from where I am. And yeah. So that was a 12. And then yeah, it says starting with the creature with the lowest current hit points, everybody's affected until.
I want the Shadow Man to fall. Shadow Man fell.
Wow, that was unexpected.
Well, he got shot by the ranger before he ran in there.
Shadow Man bad.
All right, the Dragonborn's over here, and the Shadow Man's laying on top of him.
It is time for
So is he the one that was creating the darkness? Or?
Well, the darkness went away. So
Cool.
it-
I try to yell in celebration and I just cough up blood. It's gonna be great, guys.
it looks very barbaric. You're like, ah!
Yeah.
Dang.
It's exactly like that.
It's kind of scary. All right, so now the Dragonborn makes a saving throw, and Chuck goes.
Then me. I sleep.
Yeah, 20.
All right, at which point the Dragonborn is awake. You want? Are you using half your move to stand up?
Yep.
I'm gonna yell from the back. Kill the small people.
So
No
you're
way.
getting up?
Take the guy that's
They're like
asleep
children.
and slit his throat. I wouldn't say that.
All right, Anakin Skywalker, calm down.
I'm not.
Is there anybody near me that I can attack?
I mean, the
Yeah,
guy
okay.
that
There's
is
a ton
dragging
of
you.
guys.
But he the wizard.
I don't. To be honest, I'd rather get out of there.
Just take his head off with your shield.
Take him with you.
No. I'd rather get out of there.
Do it.
I
Oh,
almost
can you
died.
move me back and
I
we'll
am
assume that
getting
after my
out of there.
attack I
All
kind
right,
of
which way are you moving?
move other side of the gazebo.
Who's in front? Are my friends in front of me?
They're your friends. These are not your friends.
Oh yeah, I'm moving.
I'm in
forward.
there too.
I ain't going near those.
All
things.
small people.
You've got an unconscious friend right there.
Don't worry, I'm gonna help
I
you.
gotta find a way to heal myself, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get into him.
All right. So you're up and you're out and you got 1 hit point.
Yeah, I only got 1 hit point.
Kamikazes.
So-
there are no brakes on this train.
So now the bard with his half elf, half minotaur self.
Let's go. I'm gonna cast.
Oh,
no,
Chuck,
no.
sorry.
No, Chuck is like. Chuck steps around.
Go for the small.
If I shoot him and I don't kill him, does he wake up?
He seems to be.
Yeah, that would wake him up.
And you'd have disadvantage because he's on the ground.
But then, and then we'd be in darkness, right? So I shoot whoever's up that I can see.
Okay, well, you can see all 4 of them.
people.
I get anybody then. So it's 13.
13 does not hit. So
Really?
he fires at one of the little darklings over there, and the crossbow bolt gets wrapped up in one of their cloaks.
These guys are tougher than they look.
I'm gonna cast sleep at the center of the tree there.
All right.
Finish the job.
That already looks way better.
18. 25.
25.
Yes.
All right. So the 2 that are closest to you go down. They are sleepy.
They get slept.
And I'm not going too close. I'm at low health. I'm gonna just point at one and laugh. Say, small people.
You're not the barbarian.
I'm making fun of their stature. That's a noble thing to do.
And Kristen?
Now Tristan's up, right? That's everybody.
Yep.
Kristen aims to run with his to move out so he can see. He aims for somebody with his crossbow.
Capture men in black and see what happens.
There are a lot of them sleeping, so you can go ahead and capture whoever you want. I'm gonna kill the ones that I see.
14?
You hit.
Who are you hitting?
One of the darklings.
I got you.
So it's 8 plus, that's 9 damage.
Well, he is badly wounded. He's still up, but he's badly wounded. All right, so now it's their turn.
Yep.
They charge at the bard.
Let's go. That's exactly what I wanted.
One of them hits,
The deed is done.
and you take 4 damage.
That isn't that bad. Pretty good.
At which point they both say to you, "Get out of our way!"
No. Go around me.
All right. Well, they move around. They use the rest of their movement. So they haven't left your threat range, but they're clearly trying to get the heck out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
scoff at them. Small people.
Don't you have advantage on them now? On your next turn?
Wait, since they were running away, doesn't that provoke an opportunity attack?
They haven't left his threat range.
Oh, right.
They just moved around him.
They do run away.
Nothing happened.
Rogue's turn then.
It's time for death.
Pirate.
Tiny Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Tim, you're up.
Roll that 20.
I would hope so. 18 is good enough right now. It's a success.
Alright.
Wait, don't I add something to that?
You do, but it's a nat 20 that gets you better.
Yeah, you can shoot
was
both.
just
Which one of these ones is bloodied?
Neither one. I don't think either one of those.
He just hit me.
Oh, that's right. He's
about
shot.
dead, right?
I'm thinking it was this one.
Alright, well, I'm shooting whichever one's bloodied.
Yeah, the one that's closest to you is the one he shot. That's right. I forgot about that.
16?
Hits.
9 damage?
Yeah, that finishes him off.
Alright. Well, and I'll shoot my next one at the other one.
But he's got cover from the
Oh, well, I'll use 10 feet of movement. What do you have covered now?
If you move over one more, you're good.
Move on the small man.
Might as well. Well, I'll shoot
Step
it
right
from
on
here
top
then.
of me, it's
Yeah,
fine.
there are.
Children
You know.
easily step.
I'll step between you. That'll hit. 7 damage.
He squeals in pain.
If you drop on the floor now,
Squeal,
we
little piggy.
probably won't kill you.
Whoa. Come on now.
Alright, that's it. Now Sal's turn.
I'm trying to debate like how hard I want to try to get involved in this. To be honest.
Oh, there's only one left.
You could come tie up the withered.
I really want to, but all my rope is gone because that damn chasm. So I'm gonna move a little closer if you want to move me around the gazebo toward the fight. Yeah, that's good. Not too
Yeah.
close.
That's all your movement.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot. Sorry about that. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him. Definitely not gonna hit. I'm gonna be like, cool, and I'm just gonna sit. No, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm gonna lean against the gazebo.
Pass out.
Yeah.
Your firebolt flies over the bard's head, singes his horn.
Oh. The grand disgrace.
I don't even say anything. I just like, whatever.
I have been sullied.
It'd be cool if it just caught fire. It's like, oh, a new way to attack.
Yeah, right? Yeah, can you attack with that thing? We should try that at some point. Let's find
I'll
out.
ask the DM later.
He's banned from headbutting parties after one
Right.
instead.
I'm like a
Noted.
narwhal.
Like if you cartwheel into the enemy, can you do
I'll
melee
run at
damage?
this.
I could put the small people on my horn
Yeah,
and
he's
walk
already lost
around
a
with
bit of
them.
health. I wanna, if I can,
Just mount
There you
this
go.
skull.
that's about as far as I can go.
Or
Yep.
the whole body.
You ran away your last turn, and so you're gonna move right back where you started from.
Start killing the small men.
Do you have a javelin or a dagger you can throw?
You have a dagger.
I have a dagger. No,
He's pretty
I'm gonna
hurt.
catch him.
Do a risk.
Hand axe?
We don't.
No, I got a dagger, but
You want to hit him with your bare hands.
yes.
We only have like 3 of them.
He's probably gonna run away on his next turn.
He's probably gonna be dead by his next turn, so
If you guys don't hit him, I'll turn around and go.
Check this out.
Chuck moves to shoot him.
It is time for
So
death.
it's like, we don't have time to be capturing
No
people.
mercy.
These guys will interrogate.
It goes against the oath I'm going for. Come on.
Kerchoo.
He has
Chuck
he
misses.
has an open.
Horribly.
Chuck, you gotta stop drinking, man.
Chuck's crossbow bolt flies wide.
I'll turn around.
That's like
and
the
say,
problem is I don't have a drink.
That could be it. That could be it.
I'll turn around and say, you didn't run fast enough with your short legs. And I'll stab him with my rapier. Natural. No, that's not.
That's a 10.
That's a 18.
18 hits.
That's 3 damage.
That finishes him off. He was
Oh,
already,
you're lucky. You're
he was already
lucky.
wounded.
You're lucky.
How about we interrogate these guys? Just tie them up, and we'll interrogate.
Yeah, with what rope? Wose rope are you
I
gonna
have
use?
some rope.
Maybe
I didn't
Tilda's
use my
got
rope.
some rope.
I have some rope for my own personal uses.
I have some rope. I'm gonna tie up the rest of these guys on the floor. I'm gonna gag the wizard. I don't like him.
We should tie him up, blindfold him, gag him. Did we find any chains?
No, just time up. Don't blindfold him. I got a question.
So, are we out of initiative now or no?
Yes, you guys are out of initiative. So you tie up the sleeping ones.
Are you still down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heal your rope, paladin.
Oh yeah, hold on. I got a spell for that. Hold on.
Spare dying.
I'm gonna use my cure wounds
Okay.
on
Are you gonna give her one of your potions?
let's see, that is
Sure.
D8 plus.
Actually, I actually like
You
how
owe
that
me a
happened.
life
Yeah, so
debt.
you still down.
I will collect on this one.
Alrighty.
Good luck.
That's 10 points.
Have my health back.
Unless if it's spell attack bonus or is it just
What's the roll for potion?
it's just a charisma, so it's 10.
You just
4?
yeah, 2d4.
Well, I'm gonna start
I
tying up
live.
the ones near me then.
That is starting to hurt my throat, that voice.
You have. It's crowded here.
tying them to the trunk
Did
of the
you
tree?
heal?
or
Did
tying
you
them
heal
to your
yourself?
tether?
24 plus
No, I'm not sure if I can do that.
You have your lay on hands ability. You only get that.
Got 10 hit points. Or I think it's 10. 5 per paladin level.
2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So that's gonna be it.
Are you tying them to the tree? Are you tying them to each other? How are you tying them up?
I don't really trust that tree. That's kind of where the darkness came from.
Time,
I'm just gonna
individually.
I'm just gonna tie him up on the ground. You know, hog tie him.
Hog tie?
I'm from a far off land. That's what we do. Where I come from.
Alright.
Fun recreation.
Make a survival check.
I still got the helmet.
You don't have it on?
23?
Yep.
Alright.
Got my +5. I'm a real ranger.
Well, once you got them all tied up, of course, you moving them around and tying them up wakes them up. So now they're all struggling against your rope.
Can I hang one of the small gremlins upside down?
I got 2 answers to that. Answer 1, answer 2.
None of them are able to escape.
I say we still kill him.
Times.
We'll get what we want from them first.
Remember,
I say
Straight up execution.
I'd say kill everybody except one of the little gremlins and the wizard.
2 of the
That's not how
gremlins
we
so
do
they
things.
can like sort of tell
I
each
do.
other.
That's kind of how we do
That's
things.
kind of how we do
That's
things.
not how I do.
Well, you gotta find a different party, Lynn. We're pirates.
No, we aren't yet.
We'll take what they got.
I am.
Yeah.
I'll knock you out.
You're a
I'll put you
small
in the
man.
corner.
You're a small man.
We're the
Your
judge,
opinion
jury, and
doesn't count.
executioner.
I will punch you and put you in the corner.
Your opinion doesn't count.
You were asleep in the darkness. You can go
And I
back
got
to the
myself
darkness.
Back up, bro.
I'm a Taiwan. I'm like
These guys are murderers. We'll get what we want and send them on their
Upside
way.
down.
Bigger than you.
for
I got 2 crossbows.
I have fire breath
we're gonna kill most of them
I
after.
can
and a silver
dodge.
sword.
We're gonna kill most of them after.
There it is.
We're killing
Party
them.
discourse I've been waiting for.
Alright, so you got them tied up.
Yeah.
Chuck
What are you
goes,
doing?
we took interrogation in soldier school. He goes right over and smacks the wizard right in the face.
He the child. I will stab the child now.
Good on you, Chuck.
I enjoy
Did
good.
you guys gag the wizard?
I like
Yes.
Wake up.
I specifically
No,
said
no
yeah.
gagging. We gotta get information out.
Why aren't you talking?
Yeah, he should be gagged.
Either wizard.
Because if he can cast a spell, like that's a bad
He
thing.
could know vocal spells.
Are any of you
So-
wizards?
I am a wizard.
I know as a magic user that I need voice to cast some of my spells.
You also need your hands, don't you?
Yes.
Well, if his
Very
hands are
not
tied up, you
effective.
might
But
not
not
be
all,
able to do it.
not all spells require that, and I don't know the nature of the spell. he
Never
just cast.
underestimate a wizard, lad.
Not enough
They
information
can
then.
do anything.
Yeah.
This is very ineffective if Chuck smacks him and you can't talk back.
Chuck, move on. Go to the next one, Chuck.
If he comes near me, I'm gonna stab him dead.
Why would he question you?
Oh, I thought he was smacking me.
He's trying to interrogate the little dark
I
beings.
I'm gonna
got
walk up and I'm gonna smack him too, and I'm gonna see if I can intimidate him.
Alright, make your check. And this is the wizard or one of the little ones?
The wizard.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my controlled advantage. I'm gonna use that because I need it. That's an 18.
He seems intimidated. You also have noticed that he looks just like, as far as his facial features, he looks just like the little guys. They all have like pale white skin, bright white hair, and large, kind of goblin-shaped eyes.
No mercy.
You noticed when you were tying them up that the tall one has regular humanoid legs. He doesn't have the like double jointed legs with the cloven hooves.
Was he
like
pretty
the little
human
guys.
shaped then?
He's pretty human shaped. He's just kind of gang-like, but he's got the same skin tone and hair color as the little guys.
When I'm tying him up, can I take his robe off of him?
Yeah.
I want to take the robe and put it on.
Naked on the
Now,
ground.
now I'm one of them. I'm blending in.
So after I slap him across the face,
Yeah.
I ask him
Well, maybe it's got a little hoodie thing. I can
in
put that on.
common, do you understand me?
He kind of glares at you. You think he's saying yes, because I mean, you
Gagged.
you gagged him.
He's
Yeah.
gagged.
So I tell him, nod if you understand me. And I show him nodding, and then I say, if you do not understand me, I don't know, I'm trying.
What if he just shakes his head?
Oh, we'll see.
Then I shoot him.
He just glares at you again. He doesn't appear to understand you.
Okay.
Well, you're talking in common, right?
Yeah, I was trying common. Cool. So I'm gonna try repeating this in Orcish,
Try Orcish.
Draconic.
He still doesn't seem to respond.
I look at the rest of the party. I'm like, anytime now, guys.
Aquin.
I'm sorry, I only know Draconic.
I'd like to
Good insult stuff.
I'd like to smack him and then relay what Sal said in halfling.
You say it in halfling?
Yeah, after smacking.
Okay.
I could try Elvish.
He's not a pinata.
He's unconscious at this point. After you smacked him, he only had 1 hit point left when you put him to sleep. So all this
He
smacking,
wasn't
he's
going to get anything because he was gagged in the first place. Goodness sakes.
He could have nodded.
We want to intimidate him.
Yeah, so
Well,
far he didn't understand
I'll
what
go
that
over to the other one, then the one that
killed
talked
one
in.
of the little guys.
Well, no, they talked in common to the bard.
Can you heal him?
How many little guys are there?
4.
Probably not.
Not, we gotta make sure they see.
Well, I'm gonna go to one of the ones that went to the bard and talk to him, interrogate him. Chuck, come here, help me. User enhanced interrogation.
That's
come
okay.
talk to the little one.
That's okay. We'll take the big guy home and interrogate
Chuck
him
slaps
later.
this one less. No, not as hard.
well, the one that talked
Put
to
him
the
in the
bard
break.
was the one you guys shot to death.
They both died.
I'll come talk to the little gremlins. I'll like try to soothe them from
Well, I'll
what they
do
see.
one of the ones closest on that side then, I guess. Might as well just do this one.
Did you
I'm
need
already
the-
right there.
Remember, boys, Geneva Convention doesn't exist in this world.
Chuck says, "What are you doing here?"
What languages are you talking to them in?
I got the primordial one, and got common and elfish.
Alright. Are you trying all of those?
Yes, and dwarfish.
And what?
And the,
And Dwarvish?
yeah, that.
Alright. When you speak to him in Elvish, he seems to understand.
Whoa.
And he says, just let's go.
Wait, they did understand the Elvish?
They're elves, I say out loud.
They don't look like any elves I've ever seen.
Maybe they're albino elves, you know. The ones you don't
So
see.
why don't we ask them what they're doing here?
Yeah, I'm gonna start asking. Why did you attack us out of nowhere?
He says, we're not elves, we're fey.
You're elves. You are what I say you are.
We're fey and we're in the service of the Dark Mistress and you will let us go. Or
I'm
you
gonna
will...
stab him
No!
dead
Oh my
and
god.
move on to the next one.
We do not kill prisoners.
So,
Goodness sakes.
you guys are elves, and what are you doing here?
He says the same thing as the last one.
Try to intimidate them.
Alright, try to intimidate him.
That'd be a 19 plus 6.
Plus 6.
Yeah, I do. I do have plus 6.
Crazy.
You got 19?
Yes.
Alright, after you murdered his friend in Elvish, he says, okay, what do you want from us? Just don't kill me.
What are you doing here? Why do you attack us?
We're doing the bidding of the Dark Mistress.
Who is this dark mistress?
You would like to know, wouldn't you?
I'm about to kill you and move on to the next one. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds.
We only got one more.
She rules these parts. She has one of your kind imprisoned in the forest.
Where is this prison complex?
Will you let me live if I tell you?
Probably. Depends on how much knowledge you give me. I will not kill you.
How much knowledge do you need to free you?
Where the dark mistress is, where the prisoner is, and where the rest of the knights are.
And how one of your kind got that kind of power and what that darkness was.
We don't know who the mistress is. What race is the mistress?
Well, I want to know everything. Everything we can get out of him.
Well, you can't hear him. You don't know. You're
Yeah.
speaking Elfish.
I speak Elvish. I said I tried Elvish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear Elfish, but
She's half
That was,
elf.
yeah.
That
I
would
fell
make
asleep standing up. What did I miss?
I gotta tell you, this is what
We
full
got-
elves look like.
That's all you need to tell us, and
I'm glad I'm half,
we
right?
won't kill you.
He says, so, You want to know where the darkness comes from?
Yes.
Well, it's a spell that the tall one casts.
Yes.
He's in charge.
Where is this person?
How many more are like him? How many more can do that?
There's many of us in the woods,
Nobody.
and we
So-
all work for the Dark Mistress.
Where is the Dark Mistress? Can like pull out a map and like show him? Like, poke him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have it.
Why don't you ask him what languages the big one speaks?
What language does the big one speak?
Oh, he speaks Elvish.
Oh, okay. Where's the prisoner being held?
There's a house, an old druid's cottage, about a mile into the woods.
I'm gonna tell everybody that. I'm gonna ask, what race is the mistress? Where did she come from?
She's from the wild.
Ah, another elf. The
Dark Mistress?
say. Okay. We can keep this one for a while.
Can I do a
You said you would let me live.
I am going to let you live.
If we let you go, you're just gonna run back to the Dark
You're
Mistress
gonna be
and
my
tell her
friend
everything.
till the. You're gonna be my friend, and I'm gonna keep you in my backpack. It's gonna be all good.
I don't know that I like the sound of that.
It's that
It's
or
either
death,
that or
my
you get
friend.
slapped unconscious.
Or dead.
He killed one while you were away from the table.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Slap you to death.
I'm gonna put him in my backpack and move on to the next one.
What did he say?
What he
What did he say?
said in the cottage that there's a prisoner there. It might be these
Who's
guys.
running this thing?
What?
Who's running it?
The Dark Mistress. She's from the Frey Wilds.
Let me do a religion check. I mean, I am a paladin.
Oh, Dark Mistress. Oh, that's one of the gods. No,
Talk to the big one now.
I'm gonna talk to the big one.
Religion check.
Oh, he's just
Religious.
knocked out.
Oh,
I slapped him a bit too hard.
Man, slap him some more. Maybe he'll wake back up.
Good idea.
Yeah.
No. I pull
Shake
your
him.
hand away. No.
I'm gonna sort of shake him gently. Wait.
Alright, he's kind of groggy. He still has the thing in his mouth.
I'm talking to my elfish. If you cast a spell, I will murder you.
He's still struggling against the rope.
Nod if you understand, and if you don't, I will kill you.
He nods.
Okay, I'm gonna take him off now. I'm gonna tell everybody that I'm gonna take the rag off his mouth. Take off the rag.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Does anyone want to hold a dagger to his throat just for extra security?
I'll hold the rapier just like right in front of his throat.
Alright, you hold the
Very,
rapier up to him.
very eager
Yes.
fire.
Alright, well, as soon as you remove the dagger, he says something in Sylvan, which is like a Fey language, and you guys are all surrounded in darkness again.
I'm gonna shoot.
What
I'm
did I-
start shooting.
Stop.
you?
I'm
What did I
gonna
tell
run
you?
my sword directly into his throat.
Alright,
Yeah, I think I'm
roll,
gonna stab
roll
him
an
too.
attack. You don't have to roll with disadvantage because you had it ready. It is
12, that'd be 16.
16 hits.
Goodbye, my friend. That'd be 9 damage.
Yes, these guys.
I thought we could have had a pleasant
Okay.
conversation.
So, what did we learn from this experience, kids?
I already started shooting. Boom,
he
boom.
just kills everybody.
I did do a
No
religion.
one,
Did
no
you
one
have
lives.
your crossbows aimed at the other two?
I just had him.
Oh,
I
the
was just.
darkness
It
thing
went
disappeared
darkness,
when he
and I
died.
just started shooting.
The
Just
other
started
one.
shooting.
I put the other small man in my backpack, you know, for safekeeping.
Well,
I don't think he's gonna like your
Chuck
backpack
shot your
personally.
backpack.
He's my friend.
the one of them actually escaped when the darkness went up. Ran away.
And this is why I didn't want.
Well, now the darkness is gone. Do I see him anywhere?
Give me a perception check.
I'll track him down if I don't see him. I'll follow his
Can I
little,
give him bardic inspiration?
his little footprints.
Get him.
22.
Alright, you see him.
I'm shooting at him.
He's hiding behind the building here. He still has ropes around him. He got himself untied enough to get away.
Well, can I see him from here? Can I move like
Yep.
up here?
I rolled exactly a 23, which is what I needed to get out.
I'm shooting at him then.
Oh, he's
I
dead.
think they'll both hit.
He's dead.
13.
That finishes him off.
All right. I'll That was the one you were talking to. So I'm gonna walk back over to this one, shoot him in the head.
You're gonna kill him.
Yeah, they've been too much trouble already.
My extra special friend.
No, the one that I just killed was your extra special friend.
I put mine in my backpack. I'm not the wizard.
Nice to know we're in a party with John Wick.
We're very murdery today.
Apparently, we like
So
to
if we
kill
killed
things
everybody
that have no weapons.
that was here,
Yeah.
Unless he really put one in his backpack.
I will put one in my backpack.
You want one in your backpack?
Yes.
you walk.
I hope he comes untied and kills you.
You
I
walk-
really hope
if
he
you
does.
keep it in your backpack, you walk in front of everybody.
How strong are you?
He's not strong.
Not that strong. But, you know,
What's your strength?
9. I'm willing to take it.
You're gonna be encumbered if you're carrying around.
I'm gonna do it.
That's like disadvantage on stuff.
Gosh darn it.
It's the chains all over again. It's the many chains.
Many
Alright,
chains.
No, you're determined. You're gonna carry this little guy. Let's do it.
He's my friend.
I say we investigate the rest of the buildings.
Chuck pulls out a crossbow and just stabs the bag.
Dang. I'm
Sorry,
gonna turn
man.
around. I'm gonna stab him in the knees.
Had to be done. Had to be done.
Had to be done.
Your blood debt must be paid, my child.
I'm gonna start exploring buildings. I'm specifically looking for potions at this point, and
That would be nice, yeah.
anything that, like, yeah, I guess anything that will help us.
You might find more bags.
Well, is this the other one that looked like it was fixed up, or is it this one?
That one.
Can I
Are
check
there
the
any
rest?
Are there any windows in this building, like the other one, or?
They're boarded up as well.
I guess I'll crack open the door.
I'm gonna ready a firebolt if I see anything move.
Well, I'm gonna be moving. Don't shoot it at me.
Other than you.
I'm gonna be
Other
pushing
than
the
you.
door open.
Fair enough. Good point.
Okay.
You find several crates and barrels. They look very similar to the crates and barrels that were on the wagons.
Right.
And there's half a dozen hammocks that are strung up in this house.
So this must have been the bears.
Yeah. I'll check out the crates and barrels. Are they just the same supplies as she's bringing in?
Yeah, it's less, but
Yeah.
same kind of stuff.
We should
There's-
take
Chuck,
all.
get over here!
Is there beer?
Yeah, there might be.
Chuck runs over.
There's a couple small casks of ale. There's a decent amount of dried meat and like unleavened bread, basically like big crackers.
Okay.
Chuck's like, I can live here.
Let's take
Yeah.
all.
Take some of that.
All right. Well, that house is cleared.
I'm gonna
Next.
check the
Doesn't
bodies of the small
carry a
people.
barrel of ale, even though he wants to. He wants to hook it up like a camel pack
Yeah.
with a little tube.
We're not that advanced, Chuck.
All right. So as you search the rest of the village, you find a body that's kind of propped up against this house. He's holding the healing potion as if he was about to drink it, and he's got a short sword that's stuck through his chest.
Dibs.
Tragic.
Has
Dibs.
it pinned against the wall.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Is it Mayor McCheese or Sir McMallen or whatever we're looking for?
No, we found McManion.
No, I found him already. I gotta sell it.
Well, McManion may be the one.
Pretty sure it's just Manion.
This,
I like the mix.
helmet's mine now.
Is he look like one of the bad guys or does he look like just a soldier?
He looks like a soldier.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
check-
potion is mine now. I'm pocketing that.
All right.
We're gonna walk around town. I'm just
Now-
like, these soldiers
now
weren't very
I have
good.
one when
We haven't
you
seen a
need-
single dead shadow
I
person
understand.
anywhere.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about the
Most likely
cottage.
because people were using a shadow spell and they were not coming from a shadow themselves.
They were shadow people.
They used a shadow spell on
So
us.
we've searched the whole village?
Yeah, you search the whole village. I mean, there is the chasm over here.
We don't.
We don't do castles.
I'll cast a light down there. We can see.
Not yet, anyway. In a level,
can jump in there
come
and
back
it's
to me in a
wrong.
level, and maybe I'll do a chasm. But not right now.
I question whether it is.
I'm just gonna cast
Flags tilted down the
dancing lights again, and I'm gonna just.
Yeah, we investigated everything else at this point then?
Yeah, there's not much else.
I'm
Okay.
gonna cast dancing lights and just send it down there.
Okay, the
I'm gonna make it look like a humanoid.
the crevice goes about 20 feet deep, and it looks like there's a tunnel that heads towards the forest.
Yeah, of course we're going.
What, down there? I don't know
tunnel.
about that.
Where
I'm
else are we
going
gonna go?
on the
How,
ground.
how
like,
about into the
above
forest up
the
here?
tunnel?
What about
Yeah.
the cavern?
Yes,
And,
run away from the danger because
the
we're not
caravan.
doing the job already.
Well, they so you can go down. Obviously, you can go down in the cave if you want to. But the Darkling also told you that the cabin is only.
The cabin has a prisoner. It might be our guy.
We need to get to that cabin.
I say
That's
we
what I
jump.
thought.
I say we jump in and follow.
I rush back to Tilda and I'm like, "Milady,
The lady.
we've
fedora.
made this space safe for you and your men, for now anyway."
So she says, "Oh, thank you. It's getting dark out here, and I was quite frightened."
It was pretty dark in there too.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
look away, but we're all right now. He looks back at me. Did you
Even
happen
found some
to-
onions. You tell her about the onions? Give her one of them.
Did you happen to peruse my sketchbook?
She said, "Yes. It was the only thing that kept me calm the whole time I was out here."
Oh man, if he could blush. Yeah, so he gets a little bashful, and he takes out like one of those sketches of her, and he gives it to her. And he's like,
What?
"As long as you have this, you have a piece of my heart." Yeah,
I'm so flattered.
Well, that hurts me.
yeah, it
Sorry,
should.
I just have
it
to say
should.
that.
That's right, my man's got swagger.
Me hustling out here.
So then he basically like shows them where to avoid, where like all the bodies were that we found and stuff like that, and the corpses of the things that we murdered. Explains what they are, like what we know about them, what we're gonna do, and then basically I say like, you know, pending the rest of the party's approval, I'm thinking I'll tell her like, you probably should not stay here. You should probably go back.
She says, "Well, I don't know about being on the road at night."
Maybe you could stay here tonight, but I don't think this place will be safe for long.
"Oh no, we'll leave first light for sure."
And then I think we should all stay the night, rest, recover, and leave first light.
I'll go to the cottage, then come back, and then go in the crevice.
Yeah, sure. Let's walk in the woods at night. Sounds like a plan. I'm
Not
down.
me. Chuck knows where the beer is. He's bedding down for the night.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, this person's already imprisoned. What's one more night, right?
Chuck's like, we don't do the forest at dark.
So the mercenaries unhook the horses and they tie the horses up in this ruined building here, and there is a loft in this
Dibs.
with a window that looks out.
I'm gonna
Take that.
Yeah.
Nah.
The noble's gonna explain.
The noble, my friend.
It's kind of cramped to have the like. What is it? There's 6 of you plus Tilda's 7, and then there's the 5 mercenaries
Well, the mercenaries
and
can sleep
Chuck. So there's
outside.
12 of you in that little house.
We could tell the mercenary to sleep in this house.
Chuck's like, I was here. This is my hammock. You don't like it? Get out.
Yeah.
Well, Tilda and I have no problem being in close quarters.
Gonna be a cold night.
Yes.
Do you know there's some PG string bobbies?
Yes.
It's gonna be a cold
Hey, so far none of this
We're
is in
setting our
anything less
sleeping
than PG.
positions?
At least our interaction. We did stab the guy through the neck.
It's
So
like, I
that's
don't know,
fair.
65 of us
Well,
in the shack
technically,
over
that's
here.
fair.
you can deal with a little romance and maybe some making out. Okay.
Technically, stabbing somebody execution style isn't technically PG nowadays.
I
I
know,
didn't
you
stab
may be
anybody.
right.
I shot a guy. I didn't stab anyone.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, non-armed.
Coming to Cartoon Network, Decapitation Spot.
Right? Blech.
They were armed. You can go down the chasm if you want.
No. Let's all stay. Regroup.
You can try.
Alright, yeah, we regroup for the night and hunker down, rest and recover.
Yes.
So we're taking a long rest then? That's what we're doing?
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right. Well, the 2 of the 5 mercenaries will take the first watch.
I'm trans, so I'll take 2 of the watches.
Okay. Well, 2 more of the mercenaries will take the second watch with you, and then the last mercenary will take the 3rd watch.
Well, the first one then. If he's sleeping, so one of us are always up.
All right.
happen overnight?
Nothing seems to happen overnight, other than some more of those giant bats kind of fly by.
Gotta watch out for them.
Oh, we didn't hide the bodies.
What do we need to hide the bodies?
Don't persuade me to get out of here months ago.
Chuck wakes up, not like a good hammock. Ready to go.
Oh, you missed out, Chuck. I slept in that ale barrel. You're really missing out.
In the barrel?
Ah,
What's the status of me
I
with
never
Lady
thought
Friend?
about that.
once you drink enough,
It's been a
you'll
long
find
time
out,
until
Chuck.
then. So she'll enjoy whatever Sal is up for.
Sal's very into like
It was a
hand
cold
holding,
night.
cuddles. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You know, just gonna treat her with respect. She's a lady. Yeah. So that's it.
Lady you met yesterday after
Yeah.
jumping out of the ditch on the side of the road.
It's true.
It
Front
sounds
of a
like
wagon.
Nothing like a side of the road romance. Very nice.
Sal's first romantic experience.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
Literally every other person who has met him in his life has like
Die.
that's it. Yeah. They've either wanted to kill him or send him away.
Little something, something.
He had his own.
Chuck jumps down, he's ready for adventure. He's ready to rock.
All right.
All right. Well, the sun is up, and Tilda's ready to get her wagons and all her merchandise out of here.
I give her my Facebook.
Dungeon book.
Yeah.
She describes her manor house back at Saltmarsh
Going high.
and invites you to come by when you get back to town.
Man,
Okay.
all of us?
No.
I want all 6 of us to go.
My man, smoothie out here.
And so the mercenaries are hooking up the horses and they're getting the wagons ready to leave. So are you guys heading into the woods or are you going into the chasm?
We're going to the cabin first.
Going to the cabin in the woods?
Yeah. Cabin in the woods.
Yeah,
That's
cabin
what
in
she
the
did
woods.
there. Oh man.
This is better
Take a
than
quick bathroom break.
woods with those big fat plates.
There's always a second option we could burn down the forest.
Just like Candle movie. Big candles.
Forests are always bad.
These were spun in your characters were spun in a tornado. They've landed.
We got turned around, real tired. We decided to just take a nap.
In the death forest.
All right. Well,
That sounds so metal.
your group travels about 3/4 of a mile into the woods, and it's not long before you see a ruined tower that sticks up and stands above the trees, so it's easy to spot. Is that one of the bad guys?
Yeah.
So you guys are approaching from the corner of the map over there.
Here's a tower.
Oh man, they didn't tell us anything about that.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about a tower. That makes me nervous.
Man, I don't think we have the right place. There must be another cottage in the woods somewhere.
We probably should still check out this tower.
I don't know. Might be a waste of time.
We must continue forward. This is not the place.
I'm gonna leave a bad review here. Didn't tell me anything about the tower. Very surprised.
Okay, so
I can't believe it. They lied to us.
0 stars.
All right.
Now
So,
I really regret letting him run away. Oh wait, no I don't. They're all dead. Well,
so are you gonna check the?
Yeah.
oh, we're already right
Check out
here.
the tower,
We'll sneak up a little
Investigate the town.
and check it out. Now that I got my black cloak, I'll hide in the shadows. Sneak my way and check it out.
In the sunlight.
Is the black cloak that you're wearing the one from the
Yeah.
leader of the Dark Ones? Okay, so it fits you. It comes down just past your waist. You can see it in the picture.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, I'm wearing pants. I can't tell the difference.
All right, so you're making a stealth check in there.
Yep, and peek my head in, see what's hanging out inside.
Are we at the cabin?
We're at this tower now.
Oh, okay.
There's a tower they didn't tell us about.
Awesome.
Liars.
Yeah. They're not the best. Not the best.
But not the worst.
I mean, not the best. I'm not. My stealth check's fine. I got a 19. I'm talking about those people. They're terrible. Terrible little albino people.
Well, you sneak into the tower here, and there's some scattered bones of various small mammals. You would guess from the bones that you find that it's like squirrel or maybe rabbit, maybe a raccoon or a skunk.
No human bones.
No human bones.
Okay.
Bat droppings?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up, check out, above me, make sure there aren't any giant bats hanging from the rafters.
You don't see any giant bats.
Oh, okay.
There is a small flight of stairs that goes down.
Do you want to go down into the darkness?
Well, if there's, I don't know, I can make a perception or a survival or something to check out this level.
Investigation? Are you checking the room?
What would that be? What skill? Check out this ground floor.
Just check out the floor?
Yeah, and make
Like
sure
looking
there's
for traps?
Yeah, there's nothing hidden.
That would be investigation if you're examining.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Alright, there's a tripwire that runs across the top of the stairs.
Okay, so going down.
So the stairs go down and like the tripwire runs across the top step.
Okay.
So as if you were to step down on the first step and then start to step into the second step, is where you would trip the tripwire.
Okay.
And it, when you're 15, it appears to be attached to like a brass bell.
Man. Well, I'm gonna think about the party. I'm like, can I trust them not to step on this tripwire after I tell them about it?
Can you just disable?
Yeah. I can try and take the bell off. What would that be?
You would use your sleight of hand to try to.
I can try. You can try if you want. Be quiet about it. Don't go kicking down a bunch of rocks.
It's an 18.
Alright. The halfling creeps over and deftly cups the bottom of the bell and holds the clacker and then cuts the string and removes the bell.
All right. Good teamwork. Maybe it is a good thing you didn't die in that darkness. All right.
Yes, I think so too.
Glad he's proving his worth in
Yeah.
your eyes.
Yeah. This floor is clear. There's a bunch of stairs going down. You want to go down there, or are we going to check out the cabin?
I'll stay up here. You'll be fine.
There's usually beer at cellars.
That's true, Chuck. That's true. There might be some wine there, too. You can expand your palate a little.
I have a feeling you're role-playing Chuck far more than you are.
I know, really?
You can just make Chuck your character if you want.
Yeah, Tristan is just like, it's more like for the water. Because he's coming back in the sea battles.
Tristan's going to take a vacation until we go back to the coast.
Tristan's like, land's not my thing.
I mean, there's a pond over there.
Yeah, Tristan goes for a swim.
In the
Now
death
this is
forest.
familiar territory.
Alright, so who's going down the stairs? Just the ranger in the road, or is everybody going
Chuck's
down?
going down.
Chuck's
I'm not
going
a
down?
fan of these enclosed spaces.
If Chuck's going down, I'm
Can't be outdone by Chuck.
He killed my friend. I'm gonna make sure to be there when he dies.
So, everyone except for the sorcerer and the paladin?
You guys are hanging loose?
All right. Well,
I'll stay at the top of the stairs until you tell me to come down.
Praying for you all. Fine.
good luck to you then.
What's downstairs?
Here we go.
Alright, well you look down the stairwell and it's dark down there.
Is he going to go or is he really going to go swim?
Yeah, he's going swimming.
All right, he's going to go swimming.
You actually go swimming.
Yeah.
We're all going to
Give me a
head down
perception
there.
check while you're over in the
Can you
pond.
put me at the entrance into the tower though? Like, yeah, so I'm watching Tristan and listening for you guys. So I say, to give me a shout.
12? Alright. When you get over to and start wading into the water, there's something over here in this tree, some sort of small creature that runs off this direction.
Oh no!
Shadow people.
Shadow people, they have their friends.
That can't be anything bad
Pretty
at all,
much
right,
can just
guys?
hold my breath forever.
How about we all go in the cabin real quick? Chuck and Tane.
Drop underwater.
Yeah, I'm underwater.
Alright.
We can't hear you. We're downstairs.
I'm downstairs.
Oh, are you?
Until I see other people.
Alright, as you guys climb down the stairs, is anybody using a light source?
I have dark vision.
Alright, well there's dim light that comes down the stairwell from the sunlight above.
Well,
Okay,
I
that's
suppose I'll cast dancing light.
Oh, no, I can't. I'm underwater.
You're
My
underwater.
Chuck doesn't have light.
I'll cast dancing light for those that don't have it.
Talk to me next level.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming with all your comments that you're going Gloomstalker next level.
Yeah.
All right, so you cast your dancing lights and dim-colored light illuminates the room, and as you're also climbing the stairs, there's a foul smell down here.
I'm gonna send one of the orbs very far down, just to make sure.
Well, the stairs don't go very far. The cellar's probably a 10-foot high ceiling, and there's a fire pit that's dug right beside the stairwell, so that the smoke could escape through the stairwell.
Yeah.
And then there's just, again, small animal bones all over the place, and there's little, I don't know, nests maybe, little patches of dried grass and straw, just kind of clumped up in like little 4-foot circles all around the round room.
I'll try and figure out what kind of animal would make these nests in this area of the forest.
Give me a nature check.
While he does that, I'm gonna send the 4 orbs of light to the 4 corners of the room. Just to
Okay.
make sure.
15.
You're pretty sure that some sort of small humanoids made these nests.
Ooh.
They don't. This doesn't look like they were made by
Animals.
an animal.
All right.
Does the room have any exits, or is it just a cellar?
In fact, give me a stealth check because the floor is pretty dirty.
21.
All right, you identify small reptilian feet,
Ooh. Ooh.
like footprints, all in the dirty floor.
What'd you find?
There's reptiles down here. Big ones. Big humany ones. Did the albino folk we get? What did their feet look like? They wouldn't match up, would they?
No, they had like cloven feet, kind of
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
satyr, like kind of goat-like legs. The little ones did. The tall one had very human-like feet.
This is something different than the little ones. There's another race of little people scampering about.
Did Calvin come down? Isn't he like half reptile?
I don't know. He's throwing a temper tantrum upstairs. We'll leave him alone.
Always.
Kazubi Kazubo.
Anyway, are there any?
Do you guys
any?
shout any of this up the stairs?
We're being sneaky down here. We can't go shout.
Okay, that's fine. Just kidding.
I'm gonna walk back up the stairs.
I
There's
didn't know
nothing
if
more
like
for me here.
I didn't know if you were.
Do we see is there an exit to this room, or is it just
There
a cellar?
does not appear to be an exit. You want to make an investigation check to search the room?
I'm gonna investigate too. That's what we're doing. 15.
17.
Nice.
Okay, well, the two of you kind of work your way around the walls of the room looking for possible hidden exits, and sure enough, in exactly the direction that you just came from, you find a hidden door that opens up, and there's a small cavernous tunnel that runs
Oh man.
directly back to the.
I'm glad we didn't go down there. We would have risked so much going underground. We had a safe above ground
We should
trip.
close it off somehow.
Yeah.
Give me another survival check as you look inside the tunnel.
19.
You make out. It's hard to tell how many because it's quite a few. The same small like reptile-like tracks coming and going. Several tracks up and down this tunnel.
We probably would have ran into them if we went down that tunnel. Oh man. Are there any like
We
big?
didn't bring any gunpowder.
No.
I would have blown it up.
Yeah. If only I was a dwarf. If only I had a pickaxe or something, I could have engineered something to
Do you
collapse
have
this
any
tunnel.
cooking oil barrels?
I don't think so. Are there any?
Anything you guys can wedge?
Are there any like big wine caskets or something that they keep down here, or anything? No. Okay.
Anything we can use to close the hole?
Yeah, could we like try and stick the secret door closed or something?
You could try to wedge it with something if you want to like.
I can like sort of mend it shut.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's not broken. I don't know if mending would work
Well,
like that.
there's little trees around. You guys could always take a small sapling and just
Make them a happy little tree.
cut it down, throw it in there really quick. It takes like 2 hacks of a sword to cut down a small sapling.
Well, let's go to the cabin now.
Well, I don't know.
We got what we needed.
Can you try and wedge it shut, rogue?
Rogue,
What? Can you try? Do you have anything that can try and shut a door?
Not entirely sure.
Does anybody have the Dungeoneer's pack with the pitons, the metal spikes?
Oh, definitely.
Explorer's pack for me. That's all I could afford. You have a Dungeoneer's
I have
pack?
a diplomat's back.
I got these tools now.
Oh, I have a Dungeoneer's pack.
Haha.
Okay.
Well, you went back upstairs, so you sent him back down.
With those metal spikes, you could wedge them around the door frame.
Okay. Is someone coming to get me?
Yeah, he went back upstairs, he said, so
Okay.
he sent you down.
You're needed.
Yeah. I'm needed. I'm happy to help.
Yeah. You're the only one with the tools for this job. None of us, we don't have it.
Never heard that before.
So,
Alright.
where have you been?
I was keeping an eye out, making sure nobody tried to attack us again.
That's a good idea. There are lots of lizard folk down this tunnel. We gotta seal it off.
Think you can
Sounds
hammer
like-
this door shut?
Yeah, I can definitely finagle something. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Give me either an intelligence check or a survival check, whatever you want to use. Try that.
I got lots of survival, so I'll oversee you if you want.
Yeah. I
Or you can
definitely
give me
need
the pittance
assistance.
and I'll do it if you want me to do that.
That would be even better. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Well, she can assist you, and that way.
Yeah.
Oh, I just dropped this back in here, and that would have been a nat one.
Well,
So-
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We're
You have to out.
oh well, that's a nat one.
Good thing you're rolling with advantage. Sal's helping you.
15.
All right. So you secure the door.
Okay. All right. I'll brush my hands. Nothing's getting through there.
That's
now
right.
that we've secured our
I
flank.
peek out of the water. Do I see anything?
I just realized I'm on screen.
I peek out of the water. Do I see
A
anything?
novelty.
No, you don't.
You've gone blind. What was in that water?
Effects. So I hop out of the water, I guess, and I go check what's going on because it's been a while.
Well, by that time, I guess there's nothing else down there.
Yeah,
We'll all
we're
start
probably all
Let's go to the
walking
cabin.
back up.
So did you have a nice swim?
It's awesome.
Did you see anything of interest over
I
there?
saw something running away. Something small and black.
Oh, that's promising.
Might have been a baby bat.
Might have
Didn't
been-
fly though, did it?
Might have been a child.
Either that or something knows we're here.
Children.
Man, I did all that sneaking down there for nothing.
So it was over past the pond towards, guess what, another pond.
Quickly, let's get in the cabin and get safety.
That sounds
Oh yeah. Well, we're done here then. I'll start dashing bush to bush and try and sneak my way up to the cabin.
All right. So you stealth your way up to the cabin.
Yeah. Tried to.
Stealth for this?
I'm gonna wait until
we're
somebody
stealth
gives me a
checking?
signal.
Well, I'm stealthy. You guys, you don't
or
have to.
not. Yeah,
Good
fine.
signal now.
There,
I was
yeah.
gonna go ahead and scout it out a little
Tristan
bit.
is
That's
singing
what I was.
as he's walking
Yeah,
by.
All right. Well, there's a small window that looks into the cabin from that side.
Yeah. I wanna peek my head up there, take a look through.
You look into what appears to be somebody's bedroom, and there's a figure under the covers in the small bed.
Let's go liberate this person.
Do I see a head above the covers?
You see like tufts of blonde hair. It's like they're laying facing away from you.
An elf. Okay.
Does it look like a dark mistress?
I don't think so.
No?
Too blonde for that.
Too human.
Can I try and sneakily open up the window?
There's a door.
Sure.
You got any oil in that pack of yours? Oil the hinges a little.
Well, I'm sure I have some kind of holy oil.
Oil and thieves tools?
I still
I
have
don't-
a
yeah,
body in my backpack.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, oil it up. I don't want anything to sneak to, squeak. Unless you want to open it.
You can put some blood on there.
Okay, you be my oil
Can I hear
man.
freedom?
19.
All right. You quietly raise the window.
Okay. So he's like, his feet are farthest away from me, right? And his head is like,
Yeah. the window is like right above the foot of the bed.
Okay.
So as you poke your head in, there's a wardrobe to your right, and you're essentially like above the person's legs.
Yeah.
And then there's the door to the outside here, and then a door that goes into the rest of the cabin.
Let's go whisper. How do we open the door?
I'll walk over here just
You
in
can
case.
go over there and
Yeah.
Me and Chuck, in case we got to get in there quick.
I'm gonna open the door quietly.
What is the point of all the sneaking if you're opening the door?
There's no
I don't
point
know.
sneaking with me, because I can't steal stealth.
There's 9 people jump up on the floor.
Yeah, I'm staying
Let's go
here,
stomp on
but
the guy's
not on
front
it.
porch, you guys.
Well, we
Alright.
can roll
I'm
for
gonna watch
stealth.
outside around the cabin just in case, looking for movement.
Well, now that I'm kind of leaning in through the window pane, can I get a better look at the guy's sleeping head, face?
It appears to be a young woman.
Oh.
You're assuming genders now.
This might be the Dark Mistress. I don't know.
Who said it wasn't?
It's a woman.
Open
So
the door.
the three of you who are around the front, you're basically walking through what was a garden. The plants and vegetables have long since become overgrown and tangled together.
Are there any tomatoes?
I'm sure you could find a tomato. You could find
Some strawberries, tomatoes,
Onions.
herbs.
you find two ripe tomatoes, one green tomato, and you're pretty sure that there's something that is potatoes.
I'm gonna take all of it.
If you dig them up, you find 4 potatoes.
I'm trying to sneak over here and you're digging up a garden.
And then I'll go inside after that.
You're gonna get mud all over the floor.
You just think you
Chuck's
deserve
small. He can just
everything.
pretend to be
do.
like Iron Scouts or something.
Oh,
That horn is getting to your head a little bit.
well,
All right, so you're leaning in the window, looking in on
I
this
was checking out the
young
face.
woman.
I'm like, what should I do? How do I know if they're the Dark Mistress or the prisoner or what?
There's a prisoner here.
Can't the Dragonborn detect these things?
Maybe.
Actually, you started to use your ability, but I didn't know that you actually used it. Well, you have to take a long rest.
Don't you have like detect?
I have a divine sense, yes. Just uses it. See if I can only detect celestial beings or undead, and I can also detect if they're consecrated or desecrated.
All right, you do not detect any celestial beings or undead.
And there's nothing consecrated or desecrated at all.
The closest thing to desecration is whatever dirty creatures were living in that
I'm gonna open up the door.
cellar over there.
Gonna open it up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in here.
I'm here to liberate these people. I'm gonna open the door.
Can I spot her ears? Do her ears look pointy or are they rounded?
She has long hair.
Dang.
Can't
Gosh, humans. We can eat you if we
If
want.
only I had longer fingers. I could lift her hair or something. Oh,
No.
How long a fingers are you hoping for?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
He's super
My
long.
fingers,
Just tickle
bro.
her feet.
I would use my arrow, but
I mean,
Just pull the
they're
cover
kind of bad.
You know.
Don't
rip it
break
off,
into people's
dive out the
homes.
window at the same time. Oh,
break
that was
into
some
people's
strong
homes and
wind.
tickle
I
their
must have left
feet.
the window open.
I'm open the door now.
I could actually do that with prestidigitation.
You come try it. We can see.
Alright,
Okay.
you go to open the door, and the door is locked. You also realize that, well, the door is locked. Just say it that way.
Do you want me to go press? Yeah.
Come get the.
I'm gonna go prestidigitate the blanket and see if I can like get a winch to gently move it down off her. Yeah.
You're gonna gently push back the
Yeah.
blanket.
Yeah.
The blanket or the hair, so we can check for pointy
A little bit of
ears.
both. I'm gonna
I don't
hit her in
like
the
this.
head, neck, and shoulders.
Yeah.
The woman.
Yeah.
I am not getting
Yeah.
into this
Well,
racing.
I'm a man hustling.
yeah. I got some games.
This is not racist.
Oh no.
I'm out the window. I
This
mean,
is worse.
I can't be up there if she's prestidigitating.
Where does it?
Alright.
You
Invasion
can. I'm
of
just
them.
peeking around you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just move
No,
my
no,
meat
no.
shield. It's great.
Beat.
Whoa. Hold on.
Alright,
I'm gonna leave
so,
this place.
I gotta stop
Thank
drinking
you.
during these things. I'm
so
gonna
you're
choke
not
on
gonna
it.
open the door?
Oh, it's locked, so I already tried to open it.
Alright.
Well, did we find out what happened first? Though? Crack it
Oh,
open. Did we
We're
find
gonna
out what happened?
prestidigitate.
Can I try unlocking the door?
You can try unlocking the door.
Unlock it, yeah.
Move the halfling over there.
Beef stools.
Okay, so you cast prestidigitation. About that time, you know, almost like a soft breeze kind of blows back her hair. She does not have pointy ears.
Okay, we can go in. Okay.
And the blanket kind of falls off of her shoulders. And at that point, she wakes up and sees you sticking your head in her window, and she screams.
I'm gonna just say.
She's like, ah!
I'm just saying.
Who are you? What are you
It's
doing?
okay. Hi, hi.
Hello. We're here to
Hi.
liberate you.
My name
You're
is,
over here.
My
I'm
name
say
is
through the
Sal.
door.
My name.
The door's
my
not
name
open
is
yet.
Sal.
You say
And
under
we
the
wanted
door.
to make sure you weren't an evil sorceress.
I'm not evil at all. I'm locked in here.
Well, we're gonna unlock.
They weren't very good locks. I just opened this window. It wasn't locked at all.
What did I have to roll to unlock the door?
She says, "Well, I guess I could have climbed out the window, but there's the little dragon people."
They're
Yeah,
dead.
Excuse me,
we're-
what?
What about
Dragon
little
people.
dragon people?
Wait, those little guys I described the guys we killed. Do they look like that?
No, they. And at this point, she's standing
Tristan
up.
looks around.
She's standing up on the bed. Yeah, she's standing up on the bed,
Bad.
and does she see the? If she can see the dragonborn through the window, she's like, they look like him, but
Whoa, bro.
little.
That's racist.
Not really. It isn't.
So,
That's like racial profiling.
Don't worry.
I saw someone
we haven't
pointing
seen
at me.
anything
I don't
like
like
that, and we think we know where they were coming from, and we barred the door. So we're gonna try and get you out of here.
I was unlocked.
Tristan and Chuck turn around.
Huh?
Do they see anything?
No, the tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel.
Yeah. So
Tristan
it's,
and
it's
Chuck
really
spin around.
okay.
Do they see anything?
We're a little funny
One
looking,
rolled a
but we're the
17,
good guys.
one rolled a 15.
We
No,
are.
you
You need a shush.
We have a dragon boy. Well, yeah, you on the other hand.
I will
are
not learn to lie to a
questionable.
lady.
What is your?
Gosh,
no, you know what?
I'm
I don't
kidding.
even need to know. I don't want.
Did we get the door open?
I don't know.
Always gotta say
Oh, what'd you roll to open the door?
Oh, what do I have to roll? Because I got a 19.
Oh,
Sleight of hand?
yeah.
Oh, was it sleight of hand?
Well, you're
Oh, that's
you're,
a 29.
You're proficient in thieves' tools, so you would add your proficiency bonus, and then for this lock it would be dexterity because it's just a mechanical
Yeah,
lock.
he would have. He opened.
So you easily open the lock.
Locks are nothing to me.
All right, and you're standing right behind him, right? So you're short, so you're at eye level with the doorknob, and the door swings open, and there's like this furry little creature pokes its head down and like looks you right in the eye.
What is it?
Is he dead?
It looks kind of like a little bear.
Can I like sort of pet it?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. I'm offering a little tomato.
It appears to be like hanging from the rafters, and its head is just kind of poking down out the door, looking at you.
I'm offering some tomatoes.
It reaches out and it
That
takes
is
one.
not a woman. That is a bear.
I'm gonna pet the tiny bear.
It kind of coos at you and like nuzzles its head into your hand.
What's that thing? Ask the woman in the bed.
Oh, she says, "Oh, that's Z.
Did he come here with you, or is it your captor?
No, he's my pet.
Ah,
Yeah.
What is he?
The bear.
Is he like a bear? Like how is he getting upside down?
She says
Whatever. Magic. It's fine.
they're kind of like
Fancy
koala
bear.
bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go with
I was
this.
hoping he was a baby owl.
I thought it was a bear.
No, it climbs across the ceiling. It's called a zorbo. It's kind of this. It kind of looks like a cross between a koala and a
bear.
and a bear. Yeah. Like it kind of claws.
Oh, cute.
It kind of claws like a lemur.
Okay. I'm not mistaken.
That's adorable.
Like that?
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
That thing was staring into your eyes.
He's
I
a
wish to
little,
own
I
it.
think that would have been a little creepy.
like a
not gonna-
dark
My guy isn't fake. He killed a man for not answering his question. He's not fake.
It's like a dark Furby.
I hate Furbies.
I'm gonna go like take it down and like.
You're so
like,
silly
holding
with that.
close.
It's
All
like,
right, you're gonna cuddle it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll cuddle with you.
I've never
Let's
liked
go.
Furbies.
One for the good guys.
How long have
You
you been?
do notice as you're cuddling it, it does have little claws that it uses to climb with. So it could scratch you if you were to anger it, but it seems happy right now.
I'm not an angry guy.
How long you been trapped in here?
She goes, Oh, months.
Months. Can I roll an insight on that or something? How long has she been? The guys at the fort were dead for like a week.
Yeah,
What
but
does she mean months?
We just captured this person.
We didn't capture her. She's
They
been
did.
captured.
They did.
Hey, I wouldn't mind being kept. Been stuck in here for months.
She's saying, well, what do you mean months? How long? We've just been to the fort.
Well, I don't know anything about the fort. I was traveling with my friends. And she points to the Zorbo that he's holding.
Zorbo.
And when she says friends, you realize there's another one that's on top of the wardrobe, and a third one that's up in the rafters, kind of looking down on you.
Can I give them tomatoes?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that.
She says, I was just traveling with my friends. My parents are druids.
She might be the Dark Mistress. Those things might be evil. Oh,
Have you seen the
Yes,
Dark
discriminate
Mistress?
against something you probably don't know.
Can I make an insight check to see if I think she's lying?
Sure.
I like the small owl bears.
could be. That's what I'm saying.
I trust her
Don't
completely.
even worry about it.
She has
I don't
small
trust her
bears.
at all.
She has small climbing bears. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, no, I totally believe her. It's a 5.
I want to make one. I don't trust the months thing.
I'll go
That's a
ahead.
10.
She says, I was traveling and my parents, like I said, they're druids, and it's common practice for us to explore the woods and commune with nature. And I was, on a spiritual quest when this horrible woman tricked me and trapped me in the house.
If I
What'd
might
she
ask,
look like?
Oh yeah, what'd she look like? Yeah.
She has like dark green skin and wears black clothing.
Oh, kind of like this.
A fae.
What the robe that I put on.
That would kind of be what we'd be looking for.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like that. And she had friends.
Yeah.
They had like white skin.
Yeah, we killed a few of those.
Don't worry about those. They're gone now.
Oh, well that's good. And then there's the little dragon creatures that roam around here, and they claim that they serve the dragon eyes.
Dragon eyes?
The dragon eyes.
What are the dragon eyes?
Well, I've seen them at night. There's these two green glowing lights that float around the forest.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. Please don't tell me it's a dragon.
Maybe if we kill these orcs.
What kind of druid kid would have a bearskin rug in its cabin?
That's not
Well, it's not her cabin.
It's not her cabin.
How'd she trap you in here? Say, invite you for lunch and then lock the door or something?
Well, she kind of looks sad, and she's like, well, yeah.
What is your name?
I had to get a lot of people.
I'm Laura.
Laura?
Yeah.
Hi, Laura.
You've already got a woman.
I'm Sal. These are my friends.
It begins.
She goes, oh, I could be your friend if you get me out of here.
I like friends. Do you know any druid magic?
Well, I mean, some little bits. My parents taught me.
Well, great, because we like people who can help us and hold their own.
Oh, okay. Well, I have my
You're doing right.
I have my bear friends.
Yeah, no, you seem great. We just want to make sure that you don't get terrified and run off. You know, we're brave people. We can help you, but you gotta stick with us.
Yeah, brave people.
Okay. Well, how about I stay here until you deal with the little lizard people and.
No, I think you should come with us.
Can I have all 3 bears on my body?
Chains are out. Bears are in the season.
Yeah, I mean, I lost my chains. I gotta get it back somehow.
She might be a little jealous, but she'll let you play with the bears for
I'm gonna do
a
it.
while.
We have no idea what happened to her parents, right?
They're probably the bears.
I don't think she's traveling with them,
Yeah,
was
you
she?
like my bear
said
gauntlets, the
they
bear
were
chest
traveling.
bracelet.
Oh, she's saying her and her friends, the bears. Was she traveling with her parents?
No, she was on a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
So her parents didn't like bring her to the woods and send her on a spiritual journey. They just sent her off.
Well,
She just went off more than
Okay.
likely,
Yeah.
probably.
All right.
yeah,
Got it.
her parents live in the woods,
Yeah.
but not this part of the woods.
That's what I was misunderstanding. Okay, got it.
They're in the other part of the woods.
Should we check out
The
the
other
rest of the
woods.
cabin?
Yeah, I'll kind of stick my arm through the window and put it at the other door.
We're
You
in
been
the
in there?
downtown woods.
Is that door locked?
Yeah, that's where the fireplace is. That's how I stay warm.
Are there any papers in there from the mistress?
No?
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
I'll climb through the window. Yeah, I'm gonna climb through the window. I'll kind of fumble on the bed a little, and then walk over to the door
Alright.
and open it up.
Alright, it looks like a little living room. There's a table and some stools and a bearskin rug and a fireplace.
Well, I'll come in. First things first. You gotta move the rug out of the way. I'm gonna throw the rug across the room. Make sure there's nothing underneath it.
There's nothing under the
Okay.
rug.
Well, then next I'm gonna investigate the table.
Alright, well on the table there's a ceramic bowl that has apples in it.
I was hoping it was gonna be porridge, a bowl of porridge on the
Do
table.
those apples
With the
replenish
bearskin
themselves?
We'll just call you Goldie.
How did you eat food?
She eat the apples.
She says that bowl like produces apples.
Oh,
That's
I'm
a
putting the
cash
bowl in my
crop.
backpack.
Produces apples.
Every day there's 6 apples in the bowl.
That's not enough
So
for
that's
a
all
human
you
to
I'm
do?
taking the
survive.
bowl.
Yeah, she looks pretty skinny.
What about the bears?
Well, I share the apples with them.
I'm gonna bring out my ration. I'm gonna share them with everyone.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm a good man.
thank you.
Oh, I see your game.
Power good.
She says,
All we get closer to the bears.
Yeah.
"You're quite handsome. By
Y'all
the
need
way,
to calm down.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why do you have a horn on your head?
For stabbing people and ask about his
He's
horn.
a unicorn.
That's very hurtful.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be
I'm
offensive.
half elf and half minotaur.
I'm just curious.
I'm half elf, half minotaur. I got my minotaur. Horn,
That's
one
exactly how unicorns are made.
of them. Yeah, so technically
You're a
I am a
minotaur.
unicorn. I'm a unicorn. Unicorn.
a half elf, half minotaur.
Yes.
I've never seen such a thing.
Unitor.
Indeed, it's a very rare occurrence.
I would have to say so.
Are there any secret compartments I see on this table? Like the last one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just gonna get an apple and start munching on it when I walk back in. Man, not much in there. It's pretty empty.
Did you check the bowl?
Do you have all your hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, they restore
You just feel really healthy when you eat the apple.
All right.
We got ourselves good berries.
Alright.
Oh, this is a really good apple. Yeah. Anybody else want a bite?
I'll
I'll
take
take
one.
one.
Dang.
Well, I'll toss you the apple and I'll grab. I just so happen to have another one. I'll toss it to you.
You got a magic apple.
Yeah, the apples are very filling. They effectively have the same effect as a good berry spell.
Alright.
But for
You
free.
get 6 a day.
These are giant ones. This is a giant good berry.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to take a couple bites out of the
Yeah.
apple to get the effect, but
Cool.
Good thing we're pocketing the bowl.
I'll take
What,
one red.
what bowl? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about any bowl.
So what
Chuck
do we
and Tristan.
You're
Sick.
lying
I'm
to
gonna-
a pirate.
I'm gonna keep munching on my
I'm
apple.
gonna call Huddle outside. Are we taking Laura with us?
Of course. We can't leave her here.
Minus his opinion.
she says, well, one of you could stay here with me.
You're
And
not supposed to be in
Yes,
the huddle,
me.
Laura. No. Okay.
I'm gonna go and take the bearskin rug. Just for safekeeping.
you're gonna take the bear skin rug.
You never know when you might need
You
one.
have got to be encumbered.
Well, I have 3 bears on. I'm just a ball of fur.
Well,
I would think they'd be revolted by the rug.
probably.
Well, it's just a regular bear. They aren't.
Grandpa.
Fine. I'll leave the.
So,
I'll leave the.
does she say or does she go?
Well, I'll ask her. Where are these lizard folk? Where are they that you're so scared of?
They wander about, and at night the dragon eyes come out.
I haven't seen any lizard folk around here, so.
So let's get out of here before nighttime comes, and you're home free.
And yeah, where do you want us to take you?
Well, back to my parents, please.
Then let's go immediately.
Whereabouts would that be?
It's about 2 days through the woods.
Of course it is.
As the crow flies.
But
Quite a lot. I don't know.
Is there a way we could take her around the woods?
yeah, I think we could do that.
truck and try and go swimming.
Yeah, they're like walking. They're bored.
You guys are exploring.
Yeah.
Right, you find more cobalt tracks around the pond.
Oh, it's cobalt.
I yell back, there's more tracks over here.
Oh, those green eyes might be swimming under there. Watch out.
Water is my thing.
Do a dive!
I jump in the water.
You go in the water?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this water is considerably deeper than the other water. And as you jump in, are you diving down under? Okay. When you jump in, there's two bright green lights flare up inside the water,
Ah, that's not good.
and they rise up out of the water.
Oh, it's just some flaming.
Oh, just some.
Chuck's like, you better get over here.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't listen.
I've
gonna
never
stay
seen
near the
anything like
cabin.
this.
What?
But I can see what's happening.
While you're yelling, I'm gonna perch on the window, grab an apple out of my backpack, look over my shoulder, toss it to her, and jump out the window.
Oh, this man's smooth.
You toss the apple to who?
To Laura, whatever, yeah, in the bed.
Alright.
She's still laying in bed, I assume.
We'll be right back, class. Stay here.
I'll be back before you finish eating that apple.
I'm not gonna go because I have 3 bears on me. You know.
Yeah, if you weren't
So
over,
you're
if you-
inside
If you
there?
weren't over encumbered before, you're definitely over encumbered now.
I let the goblin down. He's already dead. I'm not carrying another dead body yet.
Did you even dispose of the dead body in the backpack?
Yeah, I got it out of there.
I'm just making sure.
I would have used it as a grease for the window, but
The dead body
Yeah.
is grease.
No,
Like,
it's
time
blood.
to clean out the bag. One dead body, get on blood.
The floating lights discharge like little bolts of lightning at you
I
as you're,
discharge.
as you're climbing up on the rock.
Baby scorching ray.
So roll a wisdom saving throw. Oh, sorry. Oh no, they rolled a hit. My bad. Alright, so one of them is going to hit you, because a 19 hits you, correct?
Yep.
Alright. So you take 6 lightning damage.
I'm a Tempest cleric. Does that do anything for lightning or no?
I don't think you have resistance to lightning, do you?
So does that allow me to use my shock and rebuke?
It does.
I will do that then.
Alright, so you send some lightning right back at it.
Yep. That's 8 if then they have to succeed on the dex save.
Alright. So your lightning doesn't appear to affect them.
Lightning. No good.
Alright.
So
Can I just
So everybody roll initiative.
Where are we gonna get? Oh, that's not good.
how is that possible? Double so yeah, a 5 for Tristan. A 6 for Chuck.
17 for Gareth.
Alright. What'd you guys get?
14.
12.
9.
I got a 21 this time.
Alright. So the Will-o'-the-Wisps have a 6. So
You, me?
I'm gonna cast a Bane on these two immediately.
you cast Bane on them?
Yeah.
What kind of save do they make against Bane?
They have to make a charisma save.
Charisma saving throw?
Charisma bad?
That appears to not affect them.
Ah,
They're not, are they immune to thunder damage too? Because it said lightning.
Oh. I don't know. You can try thunder damage next time.
I'm gonna just stay there with the bears in the doorway.
Alright.
Well, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on that one, and then I'm going to shoot at it.
Alright. So you still have all 3 bears just kind of
Yes, you know.
cuddling and crawling around?
Of course.
Better than spiders.
26.
Ah,
Better than the spiders last time.
or chains. Chain spiders.
9 damage.
9 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
Piercing damage, if it comes down to that.
Okay. And who's next? That was, you were at
What did I say? Like 19?
19.
Got me at 14.
I think you're next, right? You were at 12? You're at 9?
Yeah, I'm 65.
Alright.
Alright, let me get close to those things. How far can I go? I don't know. I can't tell.
That'd be 30. And what? 25. Probably want to go 30.
Dang.
So you're right at 15 feet away. So if you want to use your dragon breath, you can hit him without hitting Tristan.
Oh, awesome. Okay, let's try that.
It's a 15-foot cone, right?
Yes, it's a fire breath.
Yep. Alright.
Deck save with he has to do that save.
Alright. They both fail, so you hit. They're full damage.
Really? 3.
Look, it's something.
And you're up.
Okay. Can I see both of them?
Can you see what?
Both of them?
Yes, they're glowing, so you can even through the foliage you can see them.
So even here.
Yep.
Here. Yeah, shoot him.
All right. With your short bow,
Yeah.
Shoot him dead.
which one are you firing at?
The left.
Okay, your left.
Yes, 15.
You do not hit.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Ah,
It's a strong wisp.
strong eyeball.
Firebolt.
All right.
It's gonna be a 23.
Wild
You hit.
magic.
Okay. 4 damage.
4 damage.
All right, fireworks.
That's surprising considering they're flaming orbs.
Where are we at?
Nami.
That was a 9, so
6 per chuck?
You and the lights go.
Chuck
Wisps.
time.
Who goes down? You?
You go at the same time, so
Chuck time. Chuck time.
Yeah, chuck it up.
Check out 11.
11 does not hit. Tristan takes 23 lightning damage. They both hit you.
Tristan is down.
Tristan, no!
It's like I want to say, Tristan is dead.
And Tristan has an initiative of 5. Yep. Alright, so go ahead and roll your saving throw.
The sturdy stand that miniature's on.
Fail?
No.
You add your constitution.
Yeah, still.
Alright. Well, Chuck might be your regular character.
I'm gonna have to. How am I gonna shove an apple down your throat? This is gonna be bad.
You have to juice it.
Oh.
You can chew it up for him first, so they kind of like
You're like a bird.
Baby bird.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That bird might be dead.
Don't worry, I learned from the birds.
Alright, so we're back to the top.
I'm just cast Distant Whispers on the left one.
Alright, Dissonant Whispers.
Yes, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It fails.
Oh, your bane didn't affect them.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Should have had them roll their banes.
Stolen. That's 7 damage,
7 damage.
and then they have to run away for their full movement.
Is that psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay. So that one, yeah. It's
That way.
it has a 50-foot move, so it just disappears into the forest this way.
Why would you hit that one? That was the one I Hunter's marked.
It's gone away now. We'll come back later.
Oh. 50 feet.
That's a long move. We could not run that if we tried.
30. Can I see it where it ran off to from over here?
It's glowing.
Sure.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot at it then.
Here.
The world shifts.
Ah, man, what a basic earthquake.
It would be more than an earthquake. It'd be like the entire continent slides over itself.
Alright. That's a non-nat 20.
You grab me one of those from that end and put it over here.
Yep.
24.
24?
Yeah,
That's
20
gonna
and
hit.
24.
So you shoot the glowing orb with your crossbow bolts.
21.
21 total damage?
Yep.
Wow.
My hunter's marked him. So that's an extra 2d6.
So your crossbow bolts kind of fly through it, but you can tell that as it kind of pulls the light energy apart, that you are dealing damage to it.
That's about all I can do, so I gotta take what I can get.
All right, where are we at? You're up, right?
Yep.
We both went, so.
Right on the
So, I'll get up close to it. And I'm going to try to give it an attack. Try to hit it.
All right.
we cast the darkness, the more light.
I'm a ranger. You think I can cast darkness?
I can't cast darkness.
Well, then don't go wishing for what we can't do.
Oh, that's an 18.
18 does not hit.
What?
Ooh.
That crazy.
Yep, so it doesn't hit. And so you're up.
Don't like my chances. Oh,
Fire again.
Well, you got him there, so you get your sneak attack.
sorry.
You're a rogue, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you got your ally there, so you get your sneak attack. Right?
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Sneak attack, you're a rogue.
Yes.
So?
I'm nowhere near it though.
But
You don't have to be near it. You're a rogue. Your ally has to be near it.
Yeah, you got an ally near it, so you're.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my mindset's always you gotta be close to him to sneak
Yeah.
back.
As long as you hit him.
Nope, did not hit him. Nope.
Your arrow goes wide.
That was a nat 20.
Kill.
First one of the night.
With your fire bolts.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how much damage did you do?
9 damage.
Alright, so your firebolt threads the branches of the trees that you're under, threads the branches of the tree that Chuck is under, flies right over the Dragonborn's shoulder and strikes the green glowing light.
Is it dead?
Not even.
No, probably not.
The way he was saying it, I was like, oh yeah, let's go.
I was just describing it because that was actually a really hard shot that she just made.
All the way from over there.
Yeah.
Alright, I got 120 feet. I'm good. I can move next time.
You can move this time if you want.
That's true. You know what? I think I shall.
Just closer.
That's a clearer shot, right? Because it's around the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, so Chuck.
Chuck?
Yep.
Chuck?
Chuck and the bad guys.
Should I stick it? Chuck rolls a 12.
12 does not hit.
Chuck, you're not getting any alcohol for the foreseeable future.
I'm tired, man.
He's 14 years old. You got him hooked on the alcohol.
You gotta have a little something to dangle for him.
Does this get it saved on the beginning or the end of this turn?
Oh no, it's already got back. It just can't.
It only runs for one turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one flies back up. And this one stay there. They both fire their. Ooh, that's a crit. Every time.
Dead.
Man. Y'all kill me.
I think you've already done.
That's 9.
Oh no.
And well, let's see, because a 19 hits you, correct?
Yes, just barely.
Okay. So that's 9 plus 8. That's 17 damage.
Again?
Oh, is he down?
Still alive?
No, I'm up still. Barely.
Stop
That's
reaching
exactly
for
what I
it.
did last
Stop
time when I
reaching
got a
for
crit
it.
on him.
God,
He had
looking
1
for
hit
my right
point
hand.
left.
So, and then is that it for them, or are they?
That's why I can't miss
that-
the next attack.
That's it for the Will of the Wisps.
So I gotta make
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh, no.
What's your armor class?
12.
Alright, so the little bears, they just start digging their claws into you.
Aw.
Should have put the bears down.
At least I love you. Tristan's being
I'm afraid I will have 3 bear-sized rations.
I wondered if they ate
Which
people.
means this girl is the mistress.
Should have shot her when she was sleeping.
knew it.
Oh,
Can I turn around and
That's
get this stab?
24 damage.
I gotta teach you to
6 more and I'll be
You look
dead.
back and the bears are just digging at his flesh.
Oh my god. Guys, we have a problem. We have a problem.
The gremlins.
what's going on?
Here, put the little bears around them.
The bears are eating everything. All of
My
his
potatoes.
heart.
What's the woman doing?
What's the woman doing?
I don't see her. I'm gonna light the house on fire.
You can see that
Yeah,
part.
Burn this.
You literally don't see her.
Burn.
She's gone. I gave her an apple and told her to stay there.
Like right here now.
Really wondered about
I
that.
live here now.
I guess I'll die.
Alright, saving throw for Tristan.
You made it.
Alright, good. And we're back to the top. Saving throw for the bard.
Gosh darn bears, I hate it. I'm gonna get them one.
You make it?
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah. I'm gonna put them on my horn. It's gonna be like a decoration. It'll be fun time for the whole family.
I'm gonna keep shooting at the Will-O-Wisp I
Never
marked.
dismiss everyone.
I'm thinking more of like an Easter.
Those will both hit.
I try to get the far away
21?
from battle.
21?
Yep.
Alright, you hit.
No, it was damage.
Oh, 21 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. To
The one that I marked. So this one again.
Okay, so that one goes down.
Oh, I got one. Whoa! Whoa.
Finally.
So your 2 crossbow bolts fly through it, and the green light just kind of shatters.
Nice.
And
I'll kind of
dissipates.
look at the next one and be like, "You're next, buddy."
It's R for range.
There's got to be a contest somewhere I can enter. I'll blow on my crossbows. Kind of stare down the other one.
If you can get to me, I got a potion.
What, me?
Me.
What, you need me to run back and heal you?
I'm being eaten by Furbies.
Saving throw.
I'm alive.
Oh, that's right. It's those 2 they're doing. You're up.
Gosh darn, man.
Please hit. Because if it does,
He's
I
down
will
so much,
destroy
I
it.
automatically assume.
Come on. 15. Come on.
Alright, you swing your sword and miss.
Might as well shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it?
Might as well.
Alright,
Not the Furbies.
We'll get to them.
24.
that's gonna hit.
Alright.
Roll
And you get sneak attack,
and
right?
roll your sneak attack damage.
He's alive, barely.
What? That's 2 for sneak attack.
Yeah, 2d6 at second level, I think.
2d6.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So total. So did you roll a 2 on the first time?
Yes.
All right. So that's your arrow. So it's 2 plus your dex.
That's 5 then.
All right, and then roll your sneak attack. Roll both of those.
That was 11.
All right. So total of 16 damage, right?
Yeah.
All right.
1d6 at second level.
Oh, it's only 1d6.
Oh, yeah, 1d6 for sneak attack.
Take away that 5 then.
All right.
It's 11.
How do you think the constitution is for something like these little bear creatures? I don't really know how to gauge constitution.
Little baby guys.
Kill them, you know? You just.
Probably not that high. I don't
I
know.
bet they taste like chicken.
Furbies are smart.
His little bear. They might be very. They might have a lot of constitution.
They're half koala. They can't be that fast.
They waited to make sure everyone was away, then decided to enter
Well, no,
Constitution.
constitution
I'm sorry.
is like
Furbies are
resilience.
humans. I hate those
Yeah,
things.
health. Yeah, HPs.
Who's up?
All right. Where are we at?
So I'm thinking about using a thunderclap on there.
You got his unconscious body down there, though.
Don't worry, I only
Yeah,
get
but
two
he's
death
unconscious,
fails.
so it's not gonna hurt him.
It'll hit him. He'll get a fail for that.
Wait, really?
If you get hit when you're unconscious, it's an automatic fail.
Oh, I did not
I
realize
thought it
that.
was 2 automatic fails.
Oh.
That's with a melee attack, and then it's a crit. If you get crit, then it's a 2.
Right, so, nope, gotta rethink my strategy.
No, you can give me a fail. Just,
Yeah, it's 2 automatic fails if the person is deliberately attacking you. But if you're just in a blast radius, it's 1
Then
automatic fail.
thunderclap me real quick.
I'm not gonna thunderclap.
Clap.
I'm gonna just try and put them to sleep.
Give them the clap.
Give him the clap, exactly.
Shall I
gonna
clap
steal
them
that
or
praise,
sleep
thanks.
them? What would you like? Because you're the one who's
I'm
down.
trying to sneak into this cottage in the woods, but the sound of my thunderclap is alerting the little bear clubs. The bear cubs. Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright,
I think sleep would do more, maybe.
I'm gonna try and put them to sleep. I can't
So
take
small.
them.
You probably have like 2 hit points.
I don't believe that. They're like,
Vicious demon, they have 24
She's
damage.
watching them viciously tear him
yeah,
apart.
like
They
I
killed him
am
in 1 turn.
questioning that.
They're distracted. It's fine.
So it's 48. Okay.
They're 8 damage each.
Like I know I sure as hell can't handle that.
I'm gonna keep them in a bag. Tame them. As with all the
Alright, so are you doing, is it Thunder Wave or Thunder Clap that you're doing?
I'm doing sleep.
Oh, you're doing sleep?
Yeah.
That's why you're rolling so many.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so wait.
Uh,
17.
17?
Yeah.
You put one of them to sleep.
Oh, just one. That's all. Okay.
Now it's gonna be a seed.
Watch out for those other 2.
Um,
Oh man.
yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna now start to run away from them.
well, they'll just eat me.
Well,
Alright.
I give you an apple. You could throw the apple in there.
I'm worried about what.
I was like, you could throw the
I'm
apple
gonna
and maybe
throw
try and
the
distract
apple.
them.
Yeah. I feel like meat is such a sweet flavor for them.
They've been eating apples though, supposedly.
I'm gonna
I gave
take.
them tomatoes.
I'm gonna be like, here, boys, and throw the apple. Try and throw it away from the body and distract them. And then I'm gonna move.
He's already dead.
Yeah, that's it. No, you are a bloody mess right now. You're not even a human anymore. Well, you weren't really.
I wasn't human to
You
begin
weren't
with.
even humanoid
You're
anymore.
just a horn at this point.
Yeah. And I'm gonna gingerly step.
I have a floating talking horn when this is all over.
Okay.
Alright, so you're running away, but you're still facing that way, right? You keep an eye on them?
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
Running backwards.
now that I'm moving, I'm trying to keep an eye on the fight and them, like, because I'm in a perpendicular. I'm like, yeah,
There.
I'm in a spot where, you know, I want to be able to hit both.
Go cross-eyed, you can see them both.
So, you see the sleeping one get scooped up off the ground as if somebody's picking it up.
Invisible!
And the tuft of its hair kind of gets tousled back and forth as if somebody's rubbing its head.
Should have freaking used the thunder.
Should have used the clap.
I should have.
And then
Next
whatever's holding it kind of tosses it back towards the house, and it kind of climbs across the stone wall of the cottage, and you see as it does that, it's the flesh underneath its fur like darkens and hardens as if it's like turned to stone, and then it comes charging at you.
Awesome.
The other 2 climb across the side of the cottage, again touching the stone.
Praise the Lord. Praise.
They have to use their dash to get to you, but they run up and surround you.
You can clap them down. You can clap them now.
If you survive.
Clap the animals.
Nothing could possibly go wrong now.
You could clap over here.
So
Alright,
is it Chuck?
Chuck's turn. Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly now I regret not doing it because I would have hit her.
Oh,
How far is Thunderclap?
how many hit points does she have? Would she have fallen asleep?
Find out soon
21.
enough.
Yeah.
Took it to 21.
To hit the Will-O-Wisp?
Yeah.
Yes. Hits.
Gotta kill it, and you gotta help me.
What's Chuck? Is he a rogue?
Huh?
What's Chuck? Is he a rogue or a fighter?
Dang.
That's 7 points of damage.
7 damage? Alright.
Interesting's gonna make it. Oh, you go next, right? Interesting's gonna
Take him out.
I'm trying.
You want to try hard with
It's
that?
not my turn. It's
Tristan's gotta make a saving throw, or is it your turn?
Makes a saving throw.
He makes it.
You have to make your saving throw. You're talking about me.
Don't worry, I got this down.
The Will-O-Wisp shoots lightning at you but misses.
Yes!
Your turn.
You ain't gonna
Oh,
kill
it's
me
my turn.
today.
You gotta save.
In fact, if I hit you, you're gonna die.
No,
Constitution.
I know.
Not gonna make it? No. Alright.
Did you just fail?
Yes.
Oh no.
See, this is why I'm glad I didn't shoot you, but I still wish I
Come on,
would.
I still got one more left.
Well,
Even if you
shooting
flat
at
me.
the other Will-O-Wisp. 23?
23 hits.
Alright. They'll both hit that.
Kill.
19.
19?
Yep.
Alright. So you're, once again, your crossbow bolts pierce the glowing orb and it shatters it.
Awesome. Well, now I'll be like, oh, well, that's good. I kind of turn around and like, oh my god, what's happening over there?
Chuck's like, it's the furries!
Oh, man. I tried to warn you guys. I knew they were up to no good.
You're not friendly! Apples don't work!
Don't worry.
I thought for sure they'd love that apple.
I gave them some of my tomatoes.
When you display your shock and Sal yells out, you hear a cackle of laughter coming from the cottage, just like a
Over my body.
So many obscenities being yelled.
Is the door still open there?
yeah, because somebody's body is blocking the door.
I'm representing even after.
Yeah, well, I'll be surprised at the bears, and that's it for me. I've handled the Will-O-Wisp menace.
All right, and Dragonborn.
Running to the cottage.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Am I close enough to touch him?
Yes.
I have a healing potion on me.
Or, let's see. I haven't used any of my stuff yet. We'll do Cure Wounds.
I'll come over to you.
So that's 1d6 or 2d6?
1d8. Cure wounds.
1d8 plus your spellcasting
Oh,
modifier.
1d8? Okay.
Plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
So it's 1d8 plus 3.
That wouldn't have been
So
a
we
good
got
one.
about 8. Got him back up to 8.
Dang. That's good. That's over half
And that's why I'm here.
a saint and a scholar.
So, are you up
Yeah,
then or
no,
not?
he's unconscious, but he's
Okay.
still prone
Oh,
on the
he's
ground.
fully healed.
Yeah,
No, he's
I'm
conscious,
Yeah.
but he's prone.
I'm down on the
but
ground.
I'm up, but I'm not up. You know?
Okay.
All right, and
I think at this point I'll be turned around and seeing the bears, and I'm gonna go up and hit one.
all right, you're gonna run up to it and hit it.
Sure.
Hit the small
Where are you gonna
one.
go there? Are you gonna stand there? Or
Behind one of them. Honestly.
that one?
And you get sneak attack, maybe?
Yeah. Which one? Which one are you gonna go for?
That one. Yeah.
If he goes here or there, he gets flanking. So
Only,
plus 2 to hit.
only sneak attack. Flanking as well. Nice. I can't top the cords anymore. It's too late. That's not gonna hit. That's a 7.
Chromosome deficiency.
All right,
With your plus 2.
Oh, 9.
doesn't hit. So you thrust at the Zorbo bear, and your sword just clinks against its stony flesh.
Good.
I'm about to stab a fool.
And Sal is up.
Yep, alright. So,
The wild mage.
Wild. What happened to the
damage on your club. So they have to make a Constitution saving throw. Each one of the bears does.
Alright. This one saves, these two do not.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hang on a second. What's your save?
13.
Okay, so only one of them fails. I forgot they appear to be resistant to magic a little bit.
Okay, take 4 damage.
4 damage on one of them? So essentially they have advantage on their saving throws.
So Matt, where's this stone that they touched?
The side of the cottage.
Oh my gosh.
The wall of the
If we
cottage.
burn down the cottage, no more.
That's what I was saying. I should have just lit it on fire.
So you're gonna burn some stone down, huh?
Of course.
What if you touch the stone and you get magic powers?
Pretty sure that's their ability.
But what if I'm a bear?
No.
What if I identify as a bear?
He cuddled with them so
You
much
can
they rubbed
identify
off on him a
whatever
little.
you want. It doesn't make it true in this case.
Okay, do you have a weapon now?
For me?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, so those two just run from you and they climb up they climb the tree to get hit by the halfling. When they climb on the tree, you notice that their flesh turns to wood.
Oh, fire time.
This is unbelievable. We didn't see them turn into a half minotaur, half elf when they climbed on him.
Bro, what the heck?
Let's see, does a 13 hit you?
That's a good question. I think it does.
Change it to one of the soft.
Yep.
Does anybody have any
Alright, you
sand?
take 5 damage from this one that's trying to climb on you and claw
I'm
you.
carrying around a hunk of sandstone in my backpack.
However, since it's not touching stone anymore, it no longer has the stone flesh.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright, well.
Then is it me?
Yep. Back to well, Tristan needs to make a saving throw. And
No, Chuck.
and
Chuck's
has
gotta
to
go
go.
too. Yeah.
Chuck tries to shoot me.
Chuck time.
Which bear is she shooting at?
One plus two. I got it.
Alright, this one.
So he gets a 19.
The 19 hits.
You're doing it, Chuck. You're doing it.
He does 4 damage.
4 damage.
Alright, that sounds in check. We'll take it. Good
Did I
man,
get hit?
good man.
I see 2 bears swarming me up. Did I get hit?
All the bears
They
are
climbed
coming
up
for
into
you.
the tree above you.
Oh.
Next one's the decider.
Okay.
Unless somebody comes to get me.
Oh, you got
fails,
2 fails, 2
successes.
saves.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Burn this tree down, Prato.
I have to decide if I want to fight.
That's
Now
a
we're back
shame.
to the top.
Okay. Let's see.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for healing word.
You're gonna heal him?
Perhaps.
From the ground.
Or you?
I'm more of a damage dealer. I got 2 spells. If you want to heal him, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a healing word.
Are you up yet?
Yeah,
Yes.
you heal him.
It's just
Then
prone.
spend half my movement.
Are you close enough for healing word?
Healing word is 60 feet.
Thank you.
Probably.
Yep.
5 plus the plus 6.
No. What's your modifier? It's probably you're a bard.
8
Charisma.
plus 4, so that'll be 8.
I'm alive.
I'm gonna get up.
Yay, welcome back.
I'm gonna just run in here.
Alright, you run in there.
Yes.
Where the evil
Alright.
is.
There's an invisible person in there.
I'm trying to run into them.
What is that?
Okay, sure.
Ah!
Where is she?
She's like he
Right
basically like runs into her, run into the.
Knew it.
She gets an opportunity attack on you, and you run by,
Darn it.
which causes her to turn away from her invisibility.
Yeah.
She does not hit.
Go!
Oh, she's in trouble now.
Go for the wombo combo.
I can see. I can fight. I'm gonna. I'll see her in my peripherals and I'll shoot at her. Through the doorway, the open doorway.
Alright.
Time to do what I call a pro gamer move.
Oh, and that 20 and
the
a
woman.
22.
Ouch. Yeah, that hits.
Alright.
It's what gamers do.
Stop that.
10 damage. Do I double Hunter's Mark too?
I could have said.
Yes. You double all dice when you get a crit.
I'm a good old Luke.
And 17 on top of that.
So what was your total?
It was, what did I say first one? 9? 5?
That was 5.
5? Well, then 22 total.
22 total?
Yeah.
Do you get 2 shots?
Yeah, so you basically you just stick
Yeah,
her in the
we'll do
back
2
with
shots.
both your crossbow bolts.
Is she
Alright.
dead?
Oh no.
Oh. That is not reassuring.
I got some more next turn, lady.
Oh no. That makes me
With the
afraid.
5, we'll say I'll shot the apple out of her hand. That evil temptress.
Who's that?
Dragonborn.
Get close and attack.
Need a cross
Now,
Just whack
if
her
I
right-
can hit it,
You just whack her right upside the head.
I have a battle axe. It's gonna cleave.
You're
I know what
using
I
your
said.
battle axe?
Yeah, I'm using my battle axe.
I know what I said.
Yes! That's a
Yeah.
crit.
At level 2 you do, I think.
So you have smites too, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm using my divine smite. And that is one. Wait, is she a fae or is she's undead or fiend or something like that?
She's fey. I mean, so unless if
So
you-
it'd just be
it's just the
3d8 then,
Yeah.
and then plus 5. 4, 6, 3, 13 plus 5. That is 18 damage. My divine smite.
Is the you recently played Paladin? Is it 2d8 at first level?
Yeah, 2d8 for a first level spell.
And I had a 1d8 for the damage on my battle axe.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. So that's right.
Knock her out next turn.
I just making sure that you weren't shorting yourself another d8.
Oh no.
It's an
I
extra
was
one if it's
that's
an
why I asked
undead.
undead or fiend because that gives me an extra second.
Right. Okay. Halfling.
I'm still distracted on the bears. I'm gonna shoot up. I'm gonna shoot up at one of the bears.
Well, they're
Well,
up
I
with
mean,
you.
they're within arm's reach. You can stab them.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, just hit
They're
with the
just
sword.
they're just clinking onto the tree to get the wooden armor.
You
effect.
could knock him off.
Or you could stab him.
Oh, yeah.
You could just stab him.
You could light him on fire.
I mean, they're on the tree. They're easy targets now. I hope. I don't think a 10 will do it.
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
What if you catch them on fire?
I know, that's the question.
He's a rogue. How's he gonna do
Alright,
that?
so the one is on me right now, right?
Problem is, I don't have 5
Yeah, I mean he's trying to
You'd have
climb
to
on
think
you.
about very hard.
Okay. So, I'm gonna
You
take
don't know if you're distance, they can't hurt you.
But he's just normal now, right? That one. He has
Yeah,
no
they
special
were
armor?
just normal when they took down one of our guys. So,
Well, no, I'm just-
Then it H damage each.
So he turned into a grass bear.
I think I'm gonna try and stab him in the face with my dagger.
Alright.
I did get a crit, so it should have been 4. I
Oh.
forgot about the crit.
Yeah. Well, re-roll all the dice again. So roll 3 more dice.
1, so another 3,
Go ahead.
Okay, alright.
7, 5. Isn't it 2d8 if I do a crit?
You just re-roll all the dice. So yeah. So that was you said 3, 7, and 5.
Yeah.
So that's another 15 damage. All right.
Here we go.
That's a nasty hit.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not. This one?
Yes. Yeah? Oh, okay.
When it doesn't have the armor effect on it.
I wish to catch them and keep them back.
Okay, that's 4 damage to him. Oh, yeah, 4 damage.
All right, and it's Chuck's turn.
Chuck tries to shoot one. 17?
To hit which one?
The one that's right.
Yes, 17 hits.
Nine damage.
Chuck stepping up.
15 myself.
And then I can just get up now, right?
Yep, half your movement. Go. You're alive again.
And I will shoot. At the same one.
Pet.
That's 10. Or 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
So it's got the wooden armor.
And then I'll move, start a bit closer.
Well, technically they would have gone before you.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
Oh, I used half my movement to get out, right?
Yeah. Got 15.
Alright, so she turns invisible again.
You can't get far.
She's kind of trapped. I don't understand why she'd do that.
Oh, there's a door right beside her.
There is.
Yeah, there's
Well, you're in
I
front
thought
of
you
it.
were inside
he's
me.
in front of it. I'm blocking her forward. He's blocking her going to the door.
Yeah, technically she's next to the wall, not the door.
Okay, well then she doesn't turn invisible yet. She casts a sleep spell, and you only have 1 hit point.
Oh, this will
So
go
he's
up.
asleep.
How many hit points do you have?
8.
Yeah, you're both asleep.
Does she fall asleep also?
I don't even have to keep rolling. No, she just doesn't put herself to sleep.
I'm gonna point to where I fall. I'm gonna get you.
So both of you go down.
Oh, this is great. Now I can shoot her.
No, because she runs through the door now. So you can't see her anymore.
I knew I should have took that bear rug.
Burn down the house.
All right.
Where does she go? Does she actually stand here or does she go further in?
I don't think she's on the map.
Yeah, you don't see her. This guy, all three of these guys disengage.
Should we get up or oh no, because they're
Disengaging. Yeah.
She can't run forever. Wake me up inside.
At which point you see a horde of hobgoblins running out from the tower. Not hobgoblins, kobolds come running out from the tower.
What about the door?
Yeah, I've been rolling every turn for them to get past the door.
Alright, I say we make a run for the house.
Sure.
I'll get
Kobolds,
inside.
I've already killed your gods. Go back from whence you came.
So everybody gets in this house?
Barricade ourselves in the
Well, are
house
we out of
temporarily.
initiative?
Well, we'll stop here for the night and we'll pick up
Okay.
Okay.
next week.
Sounds
next
good.
time.
Alright.
All right, so you've got a horde of kobolds pouring out of the tower, and your plan is to run into the house and
Face the
Yeah.
big bad.
With
Thanks
the
everyone that was here for watching. Hope you enjoyed this late night.
Alright, so I was going to run here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Wake me up.
30 and see if I could see her like that.
Yeah,
through
I'm not
everybody.
done.
I'm not done. I gotta show her
yeah, you
what
can't see
for.
her from there.
I gotta show her what
I'm by the
game
house
moment
anyway,
really
then.
is.
yeah, thanks everybody for watching.
If you like watching, please come back next week and come back every week. We have something different every day. Tomorrow is board game night.
Board game.
If you have a favorite board game, please don't be afraid to suggest it. We may have it in the shop. The shop is
We got a lot of games here.
it's really big. It's a really big shop. Get that off your head.
Multiple.
Yes. Alright, dude.
Can't believe I was betrayed.
Maybe Tilda will come to the rescue next week.
No. I sent her far away to safety.
Someone wake me up. I probably would be able to.
You wake me up, I prefer to sleep.
Wake
My
me up
lord.
inside.
I already made that joke.
How crushed would Sal be if the big bad turned out to be Tilda?
Actually, not
You
ironic.
shut your mouth.
I mean, the guy she hired didn't seem to be that bright. I doubt they would have even spotted the bodies on the road on the way in.
If you have your friends, you should show them to the chat.
Okay. Oh, can't even see that. Awesome. I grabbed the wrong
Blends
color
in with the dirt
Sharpie.
road.
So good. Do I have the right color Sharpie? No, I don't.
carried on my wayward son to start playing.
Right?
Get it from me next week.
Thank you for watching our Dungeons & Dragons Adventurers League. Want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell to know the next time we post to YouTube. Join in on the fun on our live stream at twitch.tv/CapeFearGames. And check out our website, capefeargames.com, for all your gaming needs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.